Game of power politics here in America, the Negro, namely the race problem, integration, civil rights issue, are all nothing but tools used by the whites who call themselves liberals against another group of whites who call themselves conservatives, either to get into power or to retain power. Among whites here in America, the political teams are no longer divided into Democrats and Republicans. The whites who are now struggling for control of the American political throne are divided into liberal and conservative camps. The white liberals from both parties cross party lines to work together toward the same goal, and white conservatives from both parties do likewise. The white liberal differs from the white conservative only in one way. The liberal is more deceitful, more hypocritical than the conservative. Both want power, but the white liberal is the one who has perfected the art of posing as the Negro's friend and benefactor. And by winning the friendship and support of the Negro, the white liberal is able to use the Negro as a pawn or a weapon in this political football game that is constantly raging between the white liberals and the white conservatives. The American Negro is nothing but a political football, and the white liberals control this ball through tricks or tokenism, false promises of integration and civil rights. In this game of deceiving and using the American Negro, the white liberals have complete cooperation of the Negro civil rights leader, who sell our people out for a few crumbs of token recognition, token gains, token progress.
What is up, guys? I hope you enjoyed that intro, because that is legit what I'm going to be talking about today while I'm on here. You might be upset with me. You might feel like I am being too, critical of what current political candidates are doing while they're running. You may feel like, well, the left does it, so why can't we? I can't deal with hypocrisy. It's like a pet peeve of mine, right? We are on this side, we claim to be about accountability, being upfront, being honest, not pandering, not playing identity politics. But that's legit what's happening with these candidates that are coming out. I'm going to show a video that conservatives were very hypercritical of. I'm going to show that first. And then I'm going to show where we're not hypercritical, but we're almost like, haha, it's funny. And yeah, he's got a point. So bear with me. I'm going to play these two videos, and you guys let me know if you think I am off my rocker, or do you think I have a point? And by the way, before we get started, please make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you're watching on Facebook, please make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you're watching on YouTube, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you never, ever miss another live or video upload that I come out with. I'm going to read some of your comments. This type of stuff is why I can't stand the left. Identity politics. Yes, man. Joe Biden and Democrats are cringe. So are Republicans. But here we go.
The pain of our past persists to this day. In Kentucky, like many states throughout the South, lynching was a tool of terror. It was used to kill hopes for freedom. It was used to kill my ancestors. Now, in a historic victory for our Commonwealth, I have become the first Black Kentuckian to receive the Democratic nomination for U.S. Senate. My opponent, the very person who compared expanded health care to slavery. The person who said he would have opposed the Civil Rights Act. The person who single-handedly blocked an anti-lynching act from being federal law. The choice couldn't be clearer. Do we move forward together, or do we let politicians like Rand Paul forever hold us back and drive us apart? In November, we will choose healing. we will choose Kentucky.
Super cringe, right? Like, dude, what the F are you talking about? Super cringe, right? Okay. First vote. Was that cringe for you? Did you find that to be very cringy subject matter, given that we are in 2022? And I'm almost extremely certain most of us are tired of hearing how Democrats are racist, right? Yes or no? I wish I could put a poll in the chat, but I can't. I got to do that on the, I'm supposed to be live on Restream, but I messed it up. So drop a 1 if you think it was cringe. Drop a 2 if you're like, it's whatever. Definitely cringe. Okay. Very cringy. Okay. Seems like we have a general consensus of this stuff being cringy. Shout out to Facebook. What's up, Facebook? If you're on Facebook, please make sure you hit the share button and make sure you share it outside of your friends list so that everyone can see it. We got a bunch of 1s coming in. Great. We felt that was cringe. Now I'm hoping you have the same energy towards this cringy shit. When I came across this, of course, it was shared by a conservative, and I was almost disgusted at the fact that they shared this, given that we are very hypercritical of Democrats when they try to use race and civil rights to garner some sort of emotional appeal to Black people in order to attain a vote. Let's click play, roll the clip.
Democrats like to say that no one needs an AR-15 for self-defense, that no one could possibly need all 30 rounds. But when this rifle is the only thing standing between your family and a dozen angry Democrats in Klan hoods, you just might need that semi-automatic and all 30 rounds.
Now let's do this again. If you found this video to be cringy, please drop a 1 in the chat. If you found it to be whatever, drop a 2. I'm going to wait. And I'm going to go back into why I played that Malcolm X video. We got a bunch of 1s coming in. You found it cringy. Here is my question. Why are conservatives now using race to win an election? I'm going to go back to this video, right? Number 1, he's in a nice home. Let me turn this volume off so we don't hear it. We can see that he is sitting in his kitchen. All right. This is his dining room area. He's got his American flag cup. All right. And we see the KKK standing outside of his home. That was something that happened back in the day before Jim Crow and all that. Actually, during Jim Crow and somewhat years after it. That was something that Blacks were facing. They were facing KKK members standing outside of their homes, throwing in fire, being violent. Right? Are you following me? Okay, let's keep going. Clearly, he's in his kitchen. Let's go back to showing them with a bat with a bunch of barbed wire on it. Okay, coming towards you, and you're just sitting in your house praying that the KKK don't bust through, right? And what did he say? Hold on, I'm going to play what he said again. So I'm not saying it, and you can hear it verbatim.
Is the only thing standing between.
Hold on, let's go back. Mind you, he's praying right here.
But when this rifle is the only thing standing between your family and a dozen angry Democrats in Klan hoods, you just might need that semi-automatic.
What Black person is facing a dozen angry KKK Democrat members in their front yards that they need to go shoot? How, Sway? Where? And why are conservatives sharing this shit? I just played for you the cringiest Democrat video of him talking about his ancestors in a damn noose. Half of what he said, matter of fact, not even half, all of what he said about Rand Paul was false. I did a video on that. Go check it out on my TikTok. But then you have this fool who uses the history of KKK and black people and ties it into gun laws and says that this is the only way that you can, when this is the only way you can defend yourself against a dozen of angry KKK Democrat members. We don't have the same criticism. Y'all gonna share it? Oh, this is a cool video. I don't understand stuff like this. I really don't. It blows my mind how people can sit and play fucking mental gymnastics with the stuff that they do and don't support. I'm sorry. Some of y'all are about to get put on Blizz ass. Sorry. Bruh. Y'all, listen. There's a reason I call myself not your black token, not your token blacks. There's a reason for that. Because I'm absolutely sick and tired of blacks on this side placating to the Republican side, but throwing in elements of racism, little hints of it, while saying it doesn't exist all in the same breath. How many of us, drop a one in the chat, how many of us remember, and I was one of these people, which is why I'm talking about it, remember when we were saying systemic racism doesn't exist? You remember that? But now you're talking about elements of systemic racism actually existing when it comes to your gun rights. Oh, you make sure to bring it up when it comes to school choice. You make sure to bring it up when it comes to the justice system and the 94 crime bill and the welfare state. Those are all systemic issues. It didn't exist back then and it wasn't harming blacks. But let's create a video that's going to garner some sort of emotion, all in efforts to own the left. This is all this is about. This is owning the left. But we're going to use race to do it and get mad when liberals do it. Sorry, I got a bunch of jets flying over me. I think he's trying to say that 2A is important for Black America as well. But I'm not responding to this. Because if he was trying to say that it was important for blacks, he could have used Joy Behar's clip and talked about statistics that say we actually are armed. He decided to use something that was going to take a bunch of emotion, unnecessary emotion. I know you said he worded it poorly. This is crazy to me. Sorry, Gold Pill. I'm calling you out, man. You call everybody else out with the whole police backing the blue. You shared this cringy ass video. All right. Greatest campaign ad video ever. No, the fuck it's not, bro. No, it's not. You don't get to walk around saying that racism doesn't exist, but then, it exists when it's convenient for you. Now it exists once again because of 2A rights. This is no different than Democrats deciding to use black people for their efforts. It's no different. You're doing the exact same thing. Like, I just don't get it. This is amazing. Black Republican pastor running for Congress just dropped an ad where he fights the KKK with an AR-15. Where is the KKK in 2022? Where are they at? What are black people that are going to be voting for Republicans? What are they actually facing and dealing with? Because it ain't fighting no goddamn KKK. People will say I'm overreacting. No, I'm not. Tatum just did a video of the guy in Kentucky talking about the damn noose. Most of you did in reaction. I did a reaction. The difference is I'm consistent when I see either side use it. We can't condemn Democrats for using the black plight and twisting it and turning it if we're just going to do it our damn selves, because it's 2022. Where are the KKK members? Matter of fact, it's not even just targeting the black community. It's literally targeting all of America. Any person who owns a gun. How do you make this a black issue? How? I'm going to read some of your comments. Here's food for thought. Maybe the purifies, I don't know, the purpose. Is this what you're trying to say? Because you said maybe the purifies of this was to get black people to start taking a hard look of what the Democrats have actually done for them. That doesn't make any sense either. That don't make no sense. What have Republicans done for blacks? Don't worry, I'll wait. What have Republicans done for blacks? Anybody? Somebody in the chat? Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to look something up. I'm also waiting for somebody to tell me what the hell Democrats have done for black people. HBCU funding does not do anything for black people. What have Democrats done? Republicans done for black people? Thank you. You're going to wait a while because they haven't done a damn thing. There's nothing. I'm not discounting the fact that Trump made sure that HBCUs got their funding. That's great. But that's the only thing that y'all could say. The reason I'm saying this is because we're always getting black people to look at what Democrats have actually done or not done or done to them. But we never talk about what Republicans have done. We never talk about how Republicans lack in this area. We don't even talk about the fact that Republicans aren't even this is what adds salt to the wound. All right. Republicans have formed no alliance. Republicans have not gone into the inner city, but they've made sure to extend the olive branch to gays. Oh, we make sure that we got the gays, even though blacks completely wiped them out of the even the important election process when it comes to votes. The Republicans adopted the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment, passed several civil rights acts after the Civil War. What did the Civil Rights Act do for blacks? Because after the civil rights, it still continued to decline. Still. I'm asking for something that's going to show up in 2022. Something. Anyone. Oops. I just can't, man. I just can't. This is driving me nuts. All this is driving me up a fucking wall. It's driving me mad. Anytime I ask someone what Republicans have done, This is what I'm going to hit you with. I'm going to ask you that. I'm going to just do this right here. Don't worry. I'll wait. If you know Cat Williams, you know this stand up. He asked a question that he already has an answer to, kind of rhetorical, looking for people to answer. And then he says, don't worry. I'll wait. Look, you parade as some type of American loving patriot. You're a lie. How don't I love America for simply criticizing Republicans? And if you want to click to come on here, be my guest. Come on here, please, and explain how I don't love America. Because I'm criticizing both political parties using blacks. Go ahead. We'll wait on that too. I love when people try to tell me I don't love America when I'm calling out Republicans, but you can run your mouth all day about Democrats. This is the most ridiculous shit ever. This is what happened when I decided to criticize Trump. Oh, I criticize Trump, but you don't love America. Says who? Says who? What does this campaign video and my criticism of it have to do with America? Thank you. Republicans went after our rights when they passed fucking red flag laws. You think I'm going to keep supporting Republicans when they're doing things that to completely assault the Constitution? You are out of your mind. Click the link, bro. Cam up. Matter of fact, I'm about to go to Facebook and send you this link directly to your inbox so you can't say you didn't get it. I want people to blindly support what you want them to be supporting. But don't you dare question it. Boom, there you are. Sorry for the background noise, guys. Once enough rhinos and globalist Republicans are voted out this election cycle, then we will begin the process of getting back. You're smoking crack. Click the link, buddy. Copy and paste into Chrome. I need the chat to be active. Put your thoughts in there. Okay. No. Click the link. You got the link because I seen that you read it. Click the link, copy and paste it, and come on here. You're going to tell me I don't love America and then say, okay, so tell me what's wrong with the ad. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. We got a live one. Hey, I'm here, man. I'm here. I have someone telling me that I don't love America, or I paraded as some type of American loving patriot. My husband serves this country. It's not a front or facade. Anyone who loves America is going to call out anyone who's a threat to America. Period, point blank. Click the ad. Click the link, my guy. I already told you what was wrong with it. You came in after the fact running your mouth. I explained what was wrong with it. Do you even know what ad I'm talking about? What ad am I talking about? Have you been here since the beginning? Because if you have been here since the beginning, there's no way you are asking me what's wrong with this ad when I broke it down. No way. And I'll show you. I sent him a link and he's choosing to not come here. Whoever said you don't love the USA needs their nuts kicked in. I'm not saying they need their nuts kicked in, but they don't know what they're talking about. Most of these people are on my backup page. I don't ever go live on this. I'm not very active. I already broke it down. Listen, Matthew, are you going to come in? Because you have the link. It's right there in your inbox. Are you going to come in? Or are you going to be a punk and just be a keyboard warrior? Because it's right there, buddy. It's right there. I missed the ad, came in late. I agree with this comment 100%. If I was sitting here ragging on Democrats and complaining about Democrats, you wouldn't even be in here talking like you are. But because I'm speaking on Republicans equals I love America, you're dumb. This is why I talk the way I do. Because most Americans who claim to be loving of America, do you even understand what the forefathers had in mind for this country? Do you know that they were against the two-party system because both sides would destroy this country? Did you know that? Or are you still stuck in the fact that you're going to toe party lines? Democrats are always wrong and Republicans are just helpless. I say hold both political parties accountable. I agree. 1000%. So I guess he's not coming on, guys. And I'm not about to explain a damn thing again. I literally spent the first 15, 20 minutes complaining about, not even complaining, but explaining what the hell is wrong with this dumbass video and how it's pandering to a race baiting situation that we said we don't play with. Racism doesn't exist in America, right? Systemic racism isn't a thing in America. White supremacy isn't a thing in America. But you got this guy using the KKK, painting them as Democrats. And who is scared of the KKK? Whose door would the KKK be at? What person will be sitting in their kitchen praying while the KKK is advancing on their lawn and they go outside with a gun? What? Who? What person in America? Someone in the chat, let me know. What person in America would sit and do that? And what time period did that occur in? I don't think people watch this. I'm going to play it again. There's no way you watch this and say, this is funny. This is so funny. I'm going to watch this. And yes, it's so right. This is the best ad ever. The KKK are coming after our 2A rights.
Democrats like to say that no one needs an AR-15 for self-defense, that no one could possibly need all 30 rounds. But when this rifle is the only thing standing between your family and a dozen angry Democrats in Klan hoods, you just might need that semi-automatic and all 30 rounds.
Bro. Are you kidding me? What's wrong with this ad? You're not a real patriot. You act like you love America. Where in America is this happening? How come if a Democrat did this, you would have so much to say? I fucking love it. Hey, look, black conservatives will call this out all the time. I love when a white conservative, and I'm not even going to make this about liberals, I love when white conservatives act fucking brand new. If Democrats were to put this video out, and a Democrat wouldn't do this? Really? Really? Okay, let's go. Hey, look, bro, I love uneducated people. It gets my gears going. He just said Democrats wouldn't do this. Woo! Oh, Lord. Oh. I just watched this on another podcast and they didn't like it either. Thank you, because they got a brain and they understand that Republicans are doing the same shit they bitch about Democrats doing. Come on, bruh. Nah. A Democrat literally just did a video playing on the history of the Democrat Party, and you, not even you, but conservatives criticized it. Shut up. Shut up. Let's roll the clip.
The pain of our past persists to this day. In Kentucky, like many states throughout the South, lynching was a tool of terror. It was used to kill hopes for freedom. It was used to kill my ancestors. Now, in a historic victory for our Commonwealth, I have become the first Black Kentuckian to receive the Democratic nomination for U.S. Senate. My opponent, the very person who compared expanded health care to slavery. The person who said he would have opposed the Civil Rights Act. The person who single-handedly blocked an anti-lynching act from being federal law. The choice couldn't be clearer. Do we move forward together? Or do we let politicians like Rand Paul forever hold us back and drive us apart? In November, we will choose healing. We will choose Kentucky.
Oh, but Democrats don't play on their racist history. You criticize this. You criticized it because you realized that he was playing to the emotions of the Black population. It's no different than what this fool did listen, KKK did not come to white houses and threaten white people. White people were not walking outside with shotguns in their hand trying to deter the KKK from coming to their homes and burning shit down. That's a historical fact that it affects Black people. So when you have a Black Republican playing to the racist rhetoric that they complain about the left doing, you are goddamn right. I got a problem with it. You are right. Any Republican walking around saying that racism isn't a problem in 2022 should have a problem with this ridiculous ad. You know why they have to run on racism? Because they have nothing else to run on. They spend so much time pandering to the fucking homos that now they got to revert back to something that they didn't say existed in the beginning. Why were Republicans speaking so hard against systemic racism, but then you're going to use systemic racism in your campaign ads in regards to 2A, as if 2A doesn't affect every American in the country, every legal gun owner? I already said, if he would have just used Joy Behar's clip and broke down statistics, bro, I would be sharing his ad because it would have validity. But this shit, nah, bro. No, bro. You got me fucked up.
Democrats like to say that no one needs an AR-15 for self-defense.
He's sitting in his kitchen, bro. Come on. That wouldn't it would be using what a Democrat actually said against her. He could have put up statistics that say, hey, gun owners are 25% of gun owners in America are actually blacks account in our own community. 25% of us are gun owners. Joy Behar said, once black people get guns, the laws will come. This man said nothing of the sort of what's being said. He said, I'm going to play it for you again, man. You listen to what he's saying. There's a difference between pointing out what someone said as an inconsistency and using race. Coming at Joy Behar would not be using race. Look. Listen to what he says.
But when this rifle is the only thing standing between your family and a dozen angry Democrats in Klan hoods.
Where is that happening in America? Where in America is a white or black person facing a dozen of angry Democrats in KKK hats or KKK attire? Where? Thank you. This is my overall point. Both parties are doing the same thing while blaming the KKK. Republicans won't say white supremacy, but they'll say the KKK. We're not talking about according to the left. We're talking about according to the logical, consistent right. The people of accountability. Where is it happening? The fact that you won't answer my question shows me exactly what I need to know. According to the left, everywhere. I'm not doing left or right. I'm asking basic common sense of smart individuals. Thank you. Nowhere today. So why on God's green earth would this be his marketing scheme? Why is this his campaign ad? Who is he trying to target?
That no one could possibly need all 30 rounds. But when this rifle is the only thing standing between your family and a dozen angry Democrats in Klan hoods.
A dozen angry Democrats in Klan hoods. What? I can't, bro. I can't. I'm a real one. I got to call a spade, and this spade stinks. I don't know how any conservative is supporting this. I really don't. But the fact that they are is low-key pissing me off. All the people that shared this, I better not hear you say one thing about Democrats using race or old relic history that's not pertinent to today. I better not see you criticize it not one bit. Because if I do, I'm coming again. I'm going to do a video like this again. And I'm going to compare it back to this video. I can't wait until Democrats come out with another race baiting video. And I'm going to compare it to this. And I want people to disagree. I want people to. Let's go. Anyways, tell me what you guys think. If I'm wrong and I'm reaching and what I'm saying doesn't make sense, let me know. But I'm going to play both of these videos again for the end of the video so you can see it. No, I'm going to watch that one too. I hadn't seen this and it is vulgar. I miss the old days when campaign videos actually talked about the stuff they were going to do rather than stunts and shock value. I agree with that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but what KKK member is voting Democrat in 2022? Sorry, you got gays attached to it and you got blacks attached to it. Ain't no KKK member voting for none of that shit. None of it. So how do we take them on these topics? By being honest. That's how. If you're not going to run on race, then don't run on race. If you want to talk about the issues in America as far as 2A, and you want to highlight, hey, look, here's a Democrat saying that if blacks have guns, they're going to take them away from you. Use Joy Behar. Don't go back in time and pull up the damn KKK. I gave a solution and I gave an answer. I already did. I'm going to play both of these clips. Y'all tell me what you think.
Democrats like to say that no one needs an AR-15 for self-defense, that no one could possibly need all 30 rounds. But when this rifle is the only thing standing between your family and a dozen angry Democrats in Klan hoods, you just might need that semi-automatic and all 30 rounds.
Okay, we got that one. Now let's play the second one. All he did was flip it. Republicans, what is his name? Rand Paul decided to vote against the anti-lynching. No, he didn't. He said the verbiage was too vague and it could be potentially dangerous going forward because we all know the left likes to twist and turn shit.
The pain of our past persists to this day. In Kentucky, like many states throughout the South, lynching was a tool of terror. It was used to kill hopes for freedom. It was used to kill my ancestors. Now, in a historic victory for our Commonwealth, I have become the first Black Kentuckian to receive the Democratic nomination for U.S. Senate. My opponent, the very person who compared expanded health care to slavery. The person who said he would have opposed the Civil Rights Act. The person who single-handedly blocked an anti-lynching act from being federal law. The choice couldn't be clearer. Do we move forward together? Or do we let politicians like Rand Paul forever hold us back and drive us apart? In November, we will choose healing. We will choose Kentucky.
All right. I think I've made my point and I've driven it home. All right. I think I've made it and I've driven it home. If you disagree, please put it in the comment section. If you think I'm onto something, share this video with other people. See if other people are picking up on the inconsistent nature of both political parties using race while complaining about each other using race. Or even better, this comment. I like this comment. Where'd it go? Dang, where'd it go? It was a nice. Here we go. Both parties targeting blacks while blaming the KKK on both sides. I love it. I love it. Sup, homies? What up? Nobody is being lynched today. Just like the KKK is in no one's front yard today. That's literally what I'm saying. The difference between both ads was the Democrats were identified and called out about their past, while the other ad purposely excluded the Dems' history. No, it didn't. It showed the Dems' history. He just didn't say this came at the hands of Democrats. He brought up lynching. He showed historical things. It does not exclude it. He purposely didn't say Democrats, but he showed their history. Anybody with a brain, listen, Black people know the history of the Democratic Party. They just think there was a party switch. They think the old Dixiecrats are now Republicans. They're not stupid as to the Democrats' history. It's there. They all understand it. I don't know who you are, but half baked and bearded. Sounds like, is that Mikey? Who is that? Disgusting. There are a lot of things wrong in this country besides the KKK. I don't know where y'all live, but there's hella KKK Democrats in California. The most racist people I know are Democrats. And are they in any Black person's front yard threatening them? And a Black person has to come out with a gun. Hella KKK Democrats. I think y'all need to get in a time machine and go back in time and see what the KKK were actually doing back in the day. If there was an actual KKK element, it would be being shown. The news would have no choice but to report it, especially right-wing media. I'm going to give people a chance to come up here and disagree and chop it up with me. If you so choose, here's the link. It'll be in the chat box. If you disagree, come up here. If you agree, come up here. I'm open to all conversations. You can safely file the KKK under problems that vanish with food shortages. I just want to know where they are, man. Like, you know, we criticize. Do you guys remember this group? We criticized this group for going to Stone Mountain and protesting outside of it against racism in America. We criticized them. But now all of a sudden, the KKK is alive and well, and they're here. Like, huh? What? You remember the NFAC? The Not Fucking Around crew? You remember these guys? Oh, they were all over. They were protesting. They were out there with their guns. They went to Stone Mountain here. You know, they were yelling at the KKK to come out. And bro, can you imagine? The KKK never came out. Huh. You guys remember this? Thank you. Not Fucking Around Coalition. We criticized them for talking about the KKK being a threat. I agree. I've been asking where they're at. Where are all the white supremacists at too? I almost signed up. Man, I look. We are in very strange times. I do agree. People need to go learn the history of the KKK. Look, racism hasn't gone anywhere. There will always be elements of soft bigotry and low expectations. I think Democrats exhibit that type of behavior 100%. I think both parties use the Black population. I'm going to close out the show the way I opened it. I think both parties are pointing the finger at each other. I think the issues that each one of us are facing aren't being listened to. I think people need to go back and read a couple books. I would read Up From Slavery, which is really good. There's a really famous quote by Booker T. Washington. I'm going to pull it up for you guys, where he talks about there will always be a certain section of Americans that make it a business out of keeping our grievances in front of us. I'm going to pull it up. This is probably one of my most favorite quotes. Here we go. Of course, back then in this time, he was talking about the Black people who were race baiting. He was talking about W.E.D. Oh man, I'm twisting all my words up. He's talking about Du Bois and how he made it a business of having people march and grieving over stuff that is not going to change unless we change it. But I'm going to pull this quote up and read it. All you have to do is take out colored and replace it with American. So I will do that for you guys. There is another class of American people who make it a business of keeping the troubles, the wrongs, and the hardships of the American race before the public, having learned that they are able to Having learned that they are able to make a living out of their troubles, they have grown into a settled habit of advertising their wrongs, partly because they want sympathy and partly because it pays. I'll just get back up there. Some of these people do not want the American to lose his grievances because they do not want to lose their job. Go read his book. I'm going to post this quote again. I don't know how many times I posted it now. And I haven't seen NT1 catch on to what I'm dropping. But I am sick and tired of Republicans, just like I'm sick and tired of Democrats. What's up, Liddell? Liddell, you can join this conversation if you want. I sent this link to everyone that was in the group chat if you guys wanted to come on here and discuss. I'm talking about that cringy video that you sent me in my DMs. Multiple people sent it to me, but I felt it was super cringe, man. And to see all these Black conservatives liking this, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? I got chills watching it. What chills? Chills for what? Finally, a conservative not holding back. When I told some of my friends, Dakota Booker T. Washington, the effed up things was the light bulb did not turn on, and told me that was the stupidest thing they've heard. I am too. I've been ranting about both sides for over a year now. It's definitely frustrating, man. Frustrating. It's hard out here. There is Liddell. What's happening?
What it do, Susu? How you doing?
I'm good. I had to get on here and put some common sense into the ether.
Yeah.
Because people are sharing this. I'm really baffled as to why this is the best campaign ad ever. I don't get it.
I'm not, because they're looking at it from just a political arena alone. And so from a political arena, it's creative because it's going to gain the eyeballs of both the left and the right and the independents, whether it be a shock and awe. That's what it was. It was shock and awe type of scenario. So in a political perspective, every response is a good response. From a common sense standpoint, it was a horrible video in so many ways. Number one, by doing that, if you are a Black Republican, a conservative, by positioning the KKK in your video and saying that they're all Democrats, you have fed right into that narrative. To be honest with you, I don't think he really cared about that at all, because he's leaning upon the history of the Democrat Party founding the KKK. That's what he's doing. Number two, from a common sense standpoint, and yeah, I'm laying down, I'm chilling. I'm finna go work out, so deal with it. From a common sense standpoint, having that type of, I'm okay with ARs. That's fine if you know what you're doing with it. Having that gun in that type of political ad that's going to get the gun crazies even more crazier. And to stay in that lane for a second, what happened with those red flag laws in Illinois? Did they work? Hell no. Notice John Cornyn, Republican. Lindsey Scam, Republican. Mitch McConnell, Republican. All the Democrats, Chris Murphy, Tim Ryan, all of them. This bipartisan bill, why are they so quiet all of a sudden? Why are they so quiet? What happened to the red flag laws? Wasn't they supposed to work? I'm thoroughly confused. I mean, it's been razor sharp quietness on this Highland Park, Illinois student, and it's in the state that has one of the most rigorous gun laws in the union.
I agree.
So you were showed when Evalde happened, you sure was talking a lot. Now with Highland Park, quietness. Why? I need some answers. I need 1,000%. I'm sorry, let's call a spade a spade. And then you had a political vote getter. I don't call them leaders. They're political vote getters. The governor of Illinois come out talking about muskets, and they are the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. This guy needs to be unelected again. If you vote for this man again, whatever he prescribes, you cool with. That's why when it comes to and I agree with you. You cannot legislate morality. Every single time, Susu, we always come back to trust their own morality every time. Every time, yeah. You can pass more. There's 300,000 laws on the books in all 50 states for guns law. 300,000. Now it's 300,001. And they have not worked at all. So now what? I need somebody to explain this to me. Whether you are conservative or liberal, I don't give a damn. Talk to me.
Those are good points to bring up.
And this guy was online. I mean, just acting crazy. What happened to the authorities? Now, the Highland Park Police Department, they said they came out and early on, and I think the family said, and I may be wrong, that they got a social worker involved. Social worker. That don't work, do it? That whole narrative is dead now. I don't want to hear nothing at all because I'm sure going to say, how about Highland Park? and Susan, get this. A week after the law had to have been signed into law by President Biden. A week. Every bill, no matter if it's in my county, city, state, or federal, I want to know what's in these damn bills. Every red letter. I'm so tired of these kumbaya type of headings on these damn bills, and they do nothing. I want to know what's in it. Because as soon as I know what's in it, I know if you're a moron or not.
That's true.
Simple. I want to hear about you. We got to pass it for you know what's in it. Get the hell out of here. Stop that. It's trash. Garbage. Made no damn sense. Matter of fact, on the counter move, I may do I'm trying to figure out if I should do something, because yesterday I rocked everybody when it came early on last week when it came to how money's created, debt and taxes. People are like, what the hell? I'm like, but y'all keep saying spending. That's why anybody, no matter if you're a conservative or liberal, if you want to talk about taxes, I ain't trying to talk to you. Because why? Fair. Because of the fact that that's bullshit. Let's talk about the spending. Let's begin there and then graduate down to taxes. If you don't want to do that at all, you're financially illiterate. I said it.
I mean, that's true. We do harp on taxing, but not enough on spending. And I think it's just what you said. It's because both sides get silent when it comes to their own being questioned or criticized. Like, okay, we passed this. It was bipartisan. Most people supported it. This bipartisan agreement did nothing. Spending. I agree with the spending. I think more people need to be talking about the spending and what's going on with it versus not.
I got you're correct. I have so much more respect for Duval. Me and Duval have been having great conversations back channel wise. And he's been sending me over articles concerning the global inflation. He said, people don't understand how this is a global inflation. I said, you're correct, but it originated with domestic policies. That's where it came from. Before you look at a macro, look at the micro to know exactly where it comes from. And he said, where's it coming from, Liddell? I said, we're simple. In the oil and gas scenario, you come in and reverse. You pass every law that really it really handcuffs the oil and gas industry because that's a futuristic scenario. The oil and gas companies, they are actually betting on the future, not the current, the future. And I may do a counter move on oil and gas tomorrow. Did you know that you remember when Biden said that he was releasing a million barrels of oil
Yeah.
To bring down the cost? Dumb is scrapping the hurry. If you believe that, please seek help. Um, and he said that was going to lower the cost. Did you know that they're actually selling that off to Iran and China? Uh-oh.
I read that. I just saw that a couple days ago.
Uh-oh.
I found that to be mind-blowing.
And I'm like, to pay down debt. So hold on, let me just straight. You think it's wise to begin selling our strategic oil reserves to pay down the debt and you not stop spending. If you think that is a good plan, resign today. You are fiscally illiterate or you're doing it on purpose. And just notice, most of the political leaders, guess where a lot of their investments are at? International. In that, specifically in the green energy sector. Have you noticed how they've kind of released the tariffs off of the solar panels?
Mm.
It just so happened to have stock and companies that actually make the solar panels who actually invest over in China.
Mm. Wow.
Just follow the damn money. It's not hard, guys. Susu, you could do a better job than most people in government.
I know. I say that, and then I'm like, yeah, but when it comes to like foreign policy and war, I would bomb everybody. I don't think y'all need me in that position.
Well,
hey, I'll be a good press secretary, though. Obviously,
most like for me, I'd be like, okay, either we can fight or we can have a good, a better trade. Which one?
That's kind of like Trump. Pretty much like Trump, yeah.
And let me ask you this question: people ask me all the time, "Mr. Liddell, will Trump run?" I said, I believe he's going to run because he's egotistical. He loves himself. Unfortunately, I think that the better pick though is DeSantis. I really think he is. I know some people don't like some things he's done in Florida. I give the guy A minus. A minus. He's done fairly well compared to Gruesome over in California. Did you know that the accumulation of wealth since 2020 from the IRS? Guess what states are the top 2 states in the union that's actually increased in wealth? Just take a wild guess.
2 states. California and New York.
No, that's increased in wealth.
Oh, increased.
Yeah.
Texas and Florida.
Florida number 1, Texas number 2.
Okay.
Guess who's in the negative? Just take a wild guess.
Oh, Cali.
And New York. Ain't that? This is from the IRS.
Jeez.
I'm gonna post it tonight. I sure am.
I'm gonna repost it. Yeah, you got to post that.
I may do a show because I was going to continue on the currency thing.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I may go into oil and gas tomorrow, and we just going. Tucker Carlson did an opening today that was so freaking tight and balanced on oil and gas. Guys, this is by design.
Nice.
This is by design. So I may do that tomorrow. I don't know.
I'll be watching.
This isn't about the economy. This isn't about their economic ability to get one. Point is it has gotten easier over the years to obtain one. I don't understand what you mean.
I don't either.
Okay.
Oh, they're talking about guns. Because he was talking about you can build a gun from your computer now. Okay. I got you. He's responding to this guy.
Gotcha. Okay, I got you. Okay. Because I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
What you talking about, bro?
Have a play understand. But yeah. Hey, man. Yeah, I'm going to say it. Susu and Mo. They coming out with a show. It's going to be a little spice. I'm naming it, and it's not. It's really they show. But I officially name it the Susu and Mo Show. That sounds so good. Go ahead and buy the trademark right now and sell it because now you're gonna make about $1 million. Because I said it. I said it. Okay, got it on camera. I said it. No,
Yes,
but
we are
I'm
coming out with
proud
a
of you.
show. You
I'm proud
guys be tune in. I've been I've definitely been working. I've been putting some things together. I feel like this moment in history, this moment in the political atmosphere is where I'm gonna thrive. Because it's crazy. It's crazy. You talk about spending, taxes, not even only that, just social and cultural issues, both sides doing absolutely nothing, and then we're all complaining and they're playing political football. I
Mhm.
played an awesome Malcolm X clip. I gotta send it to you.
Mhm.
I think every single conservative who understands what I'm saying
Yeah.
should post that. Because it's I'm not gonna lie, it's frustrating. It is there's sometimes where I don't even open Instagram because I don't want to see foolishness. I don't want to go live. I don't open it. I'd rather go live on YouTube, talk about the things that I'm talking about, and then get off. That's where I am right now
Mhm.
in this little atmosphere. But I'm excited. I really am. I'm
I am
excited.
too. I think that Susu and Mo have a lot to talk about, which is good. I'm beginning an interview series. I'm actually going to interview the current Calhoun County judge, Chris Hill. He is the most high integrity politician I've ever met in my life. He's
Yeah.
that damn good. I'm also going to interview the unknown moguls, people that are moguls that you don't know, but I know them. And these guys are. Well, I'm worth a lot of money, but they're worth a lot of money as well. Just to hear the stories and talk. I met another one today at our local church, and I interviewed him. He sold 2 companies. He owned one company in Jamaica, and another company he owned in, I think, two in Jamaica, and white man. And he sold it, I think, his last company to Xerox.
Wow.
Sold it to Xerox, and he's retired now, like in his 60s and 70s. Wise man, just wise. And he remembers his graduating class in Kansas when he graduated from high school. He said that he told me a story. He said that we actually had 4 African Americans that actually graduated in a class out of 44, and they came out
Wow.
of Nicodemus, Kansas. He said, and such good men, wonderful guys. To this day, we cool. I mean, just to see that not all of it is about race, but
Yes.
it's more of, hey, let's serve one another. Let's serve one another. Back in Kansas, I just said, wow, that's crazy. It was a wonderful story. Wonderful story.
That sounds cool. I like listening to by the way, his Instagram is Liddell Bugs if you want to go look it up.
You spelled my name
Um,
wrong, y'all.
I did. No, I
Yeah.
didn't. Oh, I put an
Look at
A.
my name on it's on the screen.
I know it's not. It's not there.
I'm looking at, okay, it's
Not on my screen.
Can I put it in there?
You
I can't
spelled my
put it.
name wrong.
It's L. I can't write on it. It won't let me write. Y'all don't see my name. Y'all don't see my name on the screen. You don't see it.
No, I don't. At least I don't.
What
Here
the
it is.
hell?
I spelled it right. There it is, guys.
There you go.
Go follow Liddell.
You see it, man. You see my name. I bet it's okay, y'all. It's hey, take it in. Take it. It's okay. Breathe a little bit. It's okay.
No, but y'all really need to tune in. Tune in to the videos Liddell does. I enjoy them. I actually enjoy all your videos. I'm not even gonna lie. I've had a lot of people in the past week and a half say, dude, did you see Liddell's IG now? Like, did you see the shows he's doing? And I'm like, yeah. I've seen it. It's awesome. I'm glad we both found a way to go live on Instagram.
Oh yeah,
and expand the audience.
You put that background on Instagram. You get like a
when
background.
I was live last time.
Yeah, it was a background. So what the hell?
That was something that was offered on Restream. You just click it and there was a fluid background. I thought it was dope. I'm like, man, this will really draw somebody in. It's a bunch of stuff going on behind you.
For real? That's not on my Restream.
For real?
I'm like, where is that at? I'm gonna play with it tonight. But I was like, damn.
Yeah, I found it in there.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I like that app. It's better than StreamYard. It's way better.
And what about it is you'll be able to use mine. If you want to, I'll give you my login. I put in the dime. You could do your own show. It's right there as well. I really want to really in 2022 and 2024 really begin to have independent media companies come out and really make your own niche. I have to give it to them. Tatum has done a good job at really marketing himself in that space. I don't give a lot of things there's a lot of the times.
Right.
From a marketing standpoint, he's doing a good job. Chadwick is doing a good job as well also. He's doing a good job as well. So it's Dan Bongino. He's another guy that's been killing it.
He's
he
killing
is
it.
probably the most based guy, I think, in news. DB is
he is, man. I like Dan Bongino. Hey, did you catch the line that me and Caleb did earlier?
No.
With the Uvalde update.
No,
you got to go back and watch that. That what I read, and I'm going to send you the PDF. What I read in that PDF is atrocious. How anyone can defend this entire department and the departments that came out and responded from this point on, I'm going to question your brain capacity.
Because I know the DPS the DPS, Texas DPS, they're saying that man, we were not told the entire truth here. They're like this was just they were saying this up front initially, because what happened was when it actually happened, notice Uvalde wasn't talking, it was the Texas DPS. They were getting news from Uvalde what was going on.
Right.
And so now the governor and the Texas DPS chief was like, we wasn't told the truth. Like, what's going on here? Like, what's going on? And that's when the chief began to lawyer up. I don't know if it's true. They began to lawyer up. Now he has resigned. The chief resigned. He resigned.
Or Arredondo, right? Pete?
Yeah, he's no more longer the chief.
So he stepped down from a city council position.
Yes, he did.
I thought that was fake.
No, he stepped down. No, he's no longer the chief. No longer the chief.
Wow. I mean, hey, look, this is a very tragic incident.
It is.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not cold and callous to the parents because I could not imagine.
Sure.
But I'm actually happy this is happening because too long people in these political positions, even though he was a school chief, the ISD chief, he was also the city council leader. They don't ever get held accountable for the crap that they do. So I'm actually happy that he stepped down. I'm happy that it's called. There's a group that trains all police departments on how to respond. It's called there were two different protocols they were talking about. Stop the killing, stop the dying. They completely failed and bombed. Stop the killing, and they're going to release a part 2 of Stop the Dying. So I'm going to sing you Stop the Killing, but they did an excellent breakdown. They went back through the school, went through all the measures and protocols and tactic situations that should have happened in that active shooter scenario. There were 5 different ways they could have got in. They didn't do any of them.
Yeah.
It was crazy reading through this. Absolutely crazy. And also, they give you more detail of a timeline and what's actually going on.
Yeah.
You know how people were saying, well, there was no shooting when the police were in the hallway. False. He was still shooting.
Yes, he was.
While police were in the hallway.
Dan Bongino did a very good, balanced view. Initially, he said, guys, I want to let facts come out. He said, right now it doesn't look good. But as we coming out, he was like, okay, guys, we have a precedent on this. Sandy Hook was the precedent. Every law enforcement agency, federal, state, and local, and county, went through all this training. None of it was followed. He was like, now there's the stuff that came out to where they're actually in the hallway while he's still shooting. He's like, why didn't you go in? And he was like, we had shields. You had the shields, you had all that. And he went through the difference between the shields and all the tools that they actually had. He was like, what the hell? Why didn't you go in? Why didn't you go in? He said, that's the job. He's like, if you're scared, I understand. Not a problem. I'm rocking with you. But you signed up for this job. It was just so balanced. And I just said, why? He just said, we dropped the ball. The ball was dropped 1,000%. He said, and you need to be held accountable. Balanced. I love that about you. Love that.
I'm gonna send this to you. I'm telling you, you're gonna like this. You're gonna be like, what? This, I'm gonna be honest. I have an immense amount of respect for Tatum. Shout out to Tatum.
Mhm.
He is on point on a lot of things that he says. But when I read this,
Okay.
and they mentioned the priority of life scale.
Yeah.
Who falls first?
Yeah.
Victims are first, police are second. You are supposed to put yourself in harm's way in an active shooter situation, and they didn't. Absurd. No excuse for it. I'm actually waiting to see what he comes out and says with these two PDFs and these two assessments coming out. I want to see what he's got to say. Because if he still makes excuses after this, I might just have to unsubscribe. I'm gonna be honest. I can't do it no more.
He's been too quiet, which leads me to lead me to conclude the suits are involved now. The lawyers are involved now because now lawsuits are going to come out. You better believe the suits are involved for the Texas DPS because they're saying that we were misled. The Attorney General, I can guarantee you, they're involved as well. They're investigating, saying what's going on here. I think it is proper for the federal government, the Department of Justice, to investigate what went on. That's a good move. I'm rocking with that. The governor's gonna get involved as well. Also, he's like, wait a minute, this don't make no damn sense. And then, of course, the city of Uvalde, they are lawyered up as well. There's a lot of negotiating going on behind the scenes.
Do you think they'll ever release the body cams or any footage for that matter? Do you think it'll ever be released?
Probably just the steals.
Just the steals?
Mm-hmm, just the steals, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because of the fact that they don't want to resurrect the pain. And it may be it could be because of political leanings, or they don't want to be embarrassed, or it could be because of the families.
That makes sense.
We don't want to be showing that at all. And that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Again, Uvalde is a very small town. I know that city very well. I drive through it every year 2 or 3 times.
Well, I hope that you can request a lot of this surveillance and footage and body cams when you go under, I forgot what it's called. You can request some of this stuff. So what I'm hoping is they allow independent sources to request and just report. We don't have to show images, but I do think that people need to see. You got to stop blindly supporting police. I'm a proponent of supporting the police. I think they're essential. They're important. But when they mess up, you got to call them out for messing up.
You got to. And that's why I respect Dan Bongino. He was like, I'm a law enforcement guy. I was on NYPD for about 7 years. Then I went over to Secret Service. After that, he was like, I'm a law enforcement guy. We dropped the ball. It's on us. He was like, man, this hurts me, man, because of the fact that we could have did more. We could have did more. Now, it didn't mean that you're gonna stop the killing, but if the gentleman, the evil person that did this act, if he still killed the kids, which I hate that, but the police were going in trying to get it, it'll be a different about, okay, these guys was trying to get to him. They were saying this. We see the bullets coming in. No problem with it at all. Some people got shot. I mean, it was if you look at the difference what happened in Highland Park, Illinois, those police they ran after that cat.
Yeah,
they went after that dude. That's how you respond.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's true. Yes, it's called the Freedom of Information Act request.
Yes.
I'm going to request it once they have it all, their investigation done.
Yeah.
Anybody who wants to read this assessment, I think you should. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's worth the read. You become a lot more versed in where they failed and why people like me, especially influencers like me, who are getting flack for calling police out. Dan Bongino. Who else called it out? Steven Crowder.
Oh, yeah.
There were a lot of people who called it out.
Oh,
this is why. It's not a hatred or dislike or being unfair to police officers.
Yeah.
They failed. Bottom line.
Miserably. They felt miserably. Oh, Susu, I mean to pivot real fast.
What?
I'm gonna make this statement, and then I'm trying to figure out how I could actually break it down to people. When I'm talking to Mitch, he brings up reparations a lot.
Yeah.
And he brought up the Japanese guy got reparations.
Mm-hmm.
Did some research. He's actually right.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it was either Woodrow Wilson or FDR, one of the two. I think it was FDR. He took away their businesses from them. So in exchange, they actually gave them reparations checks. So I said, wait a minute. So as I begin to unpack how money's created, I'm going to say this statement and then I'll unpack it later on. Black folks will never get reparations.
Oh, no, we won't. I'm going to be there when you unpack that too.
Now, the reason why is because of the fact that, notice, they actually gave reparations to the Japanese. Guess who's the biggest buyer of our debt?
Japan.
So you give the citizens reparations in exchange for them buying your debt.
Buying your debt.
What we going off?
Nothing.
I'm gonna break all that down.
When is this? I got to make sure I watch this. When is this? When are you doing this?
I don't know, because I have to explain it in a way that it makes sense. Because it's a complex thing, but I can simplify it fairly easily. But making it a presentation is work.
It's different for sure. It is different. You got to figure out how to talk to people that don't understand. I get it. Trust me, I get it.
Well, wait a minute. I just said, wow. I just said, Lord, what in the world? Because I was like, we've been studying this thing since 1989. That's when I began studying reparations, 1989.
Yes, over 30-some years.
So I'm like, been studying, and it's been. I have to give it to them. The Democrats opened it up. Got to give it to them. No problem. And I'm like, but it's been the same Democrats
forever.
What y'all researching? That it's taken 30 plus years to come to a conclusion. If it takes you this long to come to a conclusion on this, resign. Too soon. I broke it down to Jason. He said, oh shit. God damn. I was like, because it ties in with Ukraine and it's gonna be.
I bet.
No conspiracy theories. Facts. I got facts, yo.
Y'all better tune in.
Oh man, think about this. Whenever there's an investment, reparations, what's your security?
You're not going to invest in something you don't get a return on.
Hello. Man, I'm a real one on this one. So I'm just like, do I need to open this can up? Because if I do, people gonna be like, God. And that's why I'm like, do I want to talk about this?
Yes.
If I do, it's gonna be. I may feel it. Not from my people. It's from the people. Like, this nigga know too much.
Too much. For sure.
So, but I know the reason why.
Ooh, I'm excited. I can't wait to see that.
I'm
excited to see that.
It's going to be something. There's a reason why that both sides are over in Ukraine. Because notice China might not dead anymore. I don't think Japan is either. One way they used to deflect. Because here's the thing about it: in the central banking, they actually have in their formula a 2 to 3% annual increase in inflation. So what you got to say is, if that's the case, it should be way up here. Why have I felt it over the years? You felt a little bit, but not that much, just a little bit. This is how they were able to fool you. We were able to trade our inflated dollars away. Trading away. How were they trading away? Well, remember in last week's video, a bond is just a glorified IOU.
Right.
After that is just glorified, but it's just a bond. That's all it is. So what happens is that the bond is the house. That's the security. And then the treasurer then cuts out another IOU called a blank check that has no money behind it. They just trade IOUs. All they do.
That's insane.
Remember, money can only be printed if there's a security attached to it. The security is the bond.
Wow.
Because they can't say they can't say we need to go ahead and attach $2 trillion worth of debt to SUNY.
Right.
Why? SUNY ain't worth $2 trillion.
Right.
So how did they do that? We actually create a bond, and we put a SUSU in with the American people, and the bond becomes a glorified IOU. Now, subsidies. That's another IOU.
Wow. I mean, when you think about it, yeah. When you think about it, I will agree. When you think about it, that makes sense.
2008. Why did Barack Obama want to take over the education? So they can borrow more money, more subsidies,
more government spending.
How about the ACA? Subsidies, so they can leverage it. It's just a leveraging game, guys.
Wow.
That's how it is. But I digress.
When you do this show, hopefully I'm not flying because I'm leaving next Tuesday.
What?
I'm chilling in the States for a bit. I'll be in the States for a little bit. I'm supposed to be meeting up with Bryson. We'll probably do a live. We'll see. But hopefully I'm not in the air when you do this because I got to catch this live. I want to record this and send it to people.
I'm warning. I'm trying to figure out if I should do it or not because it's a whole can of worms.
You might have to break it up in parts.
I may have to do like a part 1, part 2, part 3. People gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Like y'all getting bamboozled.
Bamboozled, led astray.
And then I hear this. I'm playing. It's all good. They controversial. It's I'm sorry.
Hell of a game out here, man.
It's not coming, y'all. It's not coming. It's not coming.
It's not. You know what? You know what's funny? It's funny that you say that because there was a guy who was and I'm sure he's in here right now, but he was watching me and he mentioned reparations. And I pretty much said what you said, but I dumbed it down. I said, prove you're from another nation. They're only gonna do just like you said. If they can't get a return on their investment, you're not getting nothing. We're American citizens. There is no return on their investment.
Yes. Think about it. They have to print the money. The money is going to inflate. The money is going to inflate the money supply because it's just fake money. Where are the inflated dollars going to go?
Can't stay in America.
like I was talking to Possum, and I like Possum. Possum was like, "They just give me the check, man," and I was like, "Possum, as soon as you get the money, brother, it's gonna be worth nothing."
It is
because Pastor was saying, just give us the land. I lost the money. I said, okay, I can rock with that. But give me something. Okay, cool. And possibly, no, I want the money. And I was like, yeah, you'll be easy person to sell to. Easy to sell to. Easy to sell to. Because you want nothing to secure. You want nothing. You want nothing to secure your money.
Nothing.
No problem.
They want something tangible in their hands. Look, if they're gonna give reparations, give it in land. Fine.
And allow me to monetize it. That's it. Get out the way. That's it. But no, sir. Because if they do that, some powers.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Notice they only gave the Native Americans very little of it.
Very little. And
notice they didn't give the Japan back their businesses. They gave them back money.
Yep.
Yeah. This ain't hard. This is easy.
It's not hard. It is. It's a fairly easy concept. But you also have to know history. You have to know how government works. You have to know the Constitution amendments, what fits where. Mm-hmm. You should have Deontay on for this one. You should have Said on for this one.
I love my man Deontay. He's just long-winded. That's my dude, man. I love my man's in them. Said his favorite word is quantify. Quantify that for me, Said there's more words than quantify.
Oh, snap.
Come on. But yes, Nick, that's correct. I said since 1989.
Wow.
That's been studied since 1989. That was the first time it came to the floor of the House.
Guys, do your research. All right. Do your research. Oh Lord. Somebody sent me something. Oh Lord. Don't send me this man's stuff. I just saw it. I saw it. I'm not going to talk about him. I'm going to keep it on a productive conversation.
You're going to have to check out a cat by the name of Jared Sanders.
Jared Sanders?
Yeah, we gotta beef up your whole Christian hip hop thing because you behind.
Am I behind?
Yeah, you got Flames, one guy you don't know about.
I don't know no Flames.
Jared,
hold on, let me look it up.
Flame? Oh my God, Flame?
I've never heard of it. I'm very meticulous. I would rather listen to an old song than I would something new.
These are lyricists. This ain't bubblegum popcorn. No, it's not. It's not. The truth. D8 then truth. Do you have Flame, Jared Sanders? Is another guy. Who else? Tadashi. Trip Lee. These guys have been rapping since I've been in high school.
What's his name again? Jared what?
Jared Sanders. I'll see one of his songs, but he redid Drip from Cardi B with that beat. Oh my God.
Oh, you did send me that. You did send me that.
Killed that thing. He signed with Bizzle.
I love Bizzle. I listen to Bizzle all the time.
Yeah. Bizzle's he's probably the best in the game right now.
Okay. Yeah. I followed all of them. I'm gonna listen to their music.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen because I gotta go do my daughter's hair and she likes to scream bloody murder. So did you put the headphones in and drowned it out? That's what you gotta do.
You treat my baby girl better. She crying because she got neck.
Yo, she's got her father's hair texture, okay? My daughter's hair, they don't have my texture. I could do this and she's gonna cry.
Give her some grace.
I do. I gotta take a break and be like, you know what? We'll come back to this. It takes, you know what? You want to know how long it takes me? It takes me 3 days to do her hair because of how dramatic she is. I don't even fight with her no more. You could cry. Go ahead, get out your system, and then we'll pick it up tomorrow.
Just terrible. Do you be using no hot comb?
No. Oh, they have
torture. Don't torture my baby.
No, they don't do that. They have. If I put water in it, their hair is good. Okay. All I gotta do is put water in it and go. Ooh, they ain't got Negro naps.
Oh,
they have their daddy's hair.
Hot combs is Them things was brutal.
No, I got tortured with that. I would never do that to my daughters. I remember Easter
I mean,
Sunday.
shut up. It wasn't burning.
For real. It ain't burning. It's the what is it? It's the steam.
Shut up. Like, damn, it's burning. 7 times. I can't say nothing. Oh my God, man. But yeah, Flame, The Truth, Jared Saunders, Ambassadors, another guy. I mean, these are like lyric. These guys are lyricists. Shaolin, he's another guy. Man, that's so many of them. These are like classic guys. Truth he did a Acapulco acapella one when he talked about the resurrection of Christ. Oh my God. He killed it. He did this song talking about if the game could give props to Biggie, Pac, and Dre, and the whole rap world can give love to Jay, they can pay homage to Jam Master Jay and commemorate the heroes that passed away, then I can proceed with what I have to say to pay respect to all the godly men that passed to faith. This dude,
damn.
I said,
I'ma listen.
Jesus. The truth, man.
I'm about to listen to that.
He's the truth. He's a monster. He's probably the best lyricist I've ever heard. I've ever heard. He's that good.
I like lyricists. That's my forte. I don't like listening to people mumble on a beat. You know, I'll bob my head to it. But if I'm gonna really listen to something, they got to be saying something for sure, especially rap.
Oh, I can tell you on Sunday we actually had that last session on this Bible committee. Jesus God.
Yeah,
it's me, Pastor Cox, Nathan Cox, and Jason, and that Isaiah 9:6, Matthew, I think it's 14. When it announced Matthew 3, when it says, "A child will be born, and his name will be called Emmanuel."
Emmanuel, yeah.
God with us. And
God is with us.
Isaiah 9:6 says, "A child will be born, and his name will be Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Eternal Father." And I just said, "What in the world?" So I just said, if you are saying the Bible doesn't communicate Christ as God, what I don't understand. Is it a mystery? Sure, I believe that the Father is being purposely mysterious here. So that's you have to come to him, because he said, if you draw near to me, I'll draw near to you.
Prince of Peace. Oh my goodness, I'm reading it.
Yes, Isaiah 9:6. Read it.
Ooh, the mighty God.
Now,
the everlasting Father. Oh,
you see what I'm saying? I'm just like, what that mean? And here's another one. Christ said, "I am the Lord of the Sabbath." Huh?
Yes.
But hold on. But the only one that says that honor the Sabbath and keep holy was God.
God.
So how?
I like this topic. I'm mad I missed it. I was on vacation when you sent it to me. I'm mad I missed that.
In Colossians 1, it says that Christ is the image of the invisible God. The word image means exact copy. Huh? How can it be exact copy of something invisible? I'm confused. I mean,
you gotta tune in for those lives, man. They're on Sunday.
So
tune in for those lives.
And so I say it. Deontay, guys, I agree with you. Yes, the Father is. The Bible communicates the Father as being greater than the Son. It does. It does communicate that. It does communicate that Christ does say out of his mouth that the Father is greater than me. He does say that. But the Bible also communicates that he's equal.
Yes. He said, "I and the Father are one."
Now, says that is not pointing toward that. So we gave him that. But we're like, look at us. And he was from a grammatical standpoint, he's right. But I may disagree on that one a little bit. But Isaiah 9:6, and I think it's Matthew 3, when it says, "And his name shall be called Emmanuel, God with us." With that. And then also see, so Christ said, go, your sins have been forgiven. Only God can forgive sins.
Only God can forgive sins. Yep. Yep.
All I'm saying is it's communicating a mystery. That's why Christ said, when I come back, I'll make all things clear.
I can't wait.
So it was a great discussion. Pastor Cox killed it. It was a good, reasonable discussion. People were like, this is great. That's probably my most popular. Now, no, I would say Instagram Live, the Real Estate Live is. But my second is the Bible. That's my second. That's my second most popular show.
Yeah, because it's not it's not a moment of and I'm starting to agree with you when you say just reason with people. It gets you much further. Nobody's debating. Everyone is bringing their evidence. We're talking about each verse.
Yeah.
Somebody may have a counter. I enjoy the way you set it up. It was actually very fun. Even when we were doing it, it was fun.
Deontay, he was honest. And that's why I love him. He said, I'm just trying to figure out, it doesn't logically make sense for the Father to go through for God to go through all this work to do this. And I'm like, I know it doesn't make sense, but he's not confined to your logic.
Right.
He come out and says his ways are not my ways.
Yeah.
Not my thoughts. I'm like, so that lets me know he thinks totally different than I do.
I don't think we'll ever have a full understanding. And I think when man does try to put himself at a level of God and understand God's understanding, I think it's arrogant.
Yep. It is arrogant because a lot of people were saying, like Bryson would say, Christ never said that he was God out of his mouth. And I just said, just because he didn't say it out of his mouth, does that mean he's not God?
Right.
So it sounds like you want God to communicate your way. That's not how this works.
I agree.
Isaiah 9:6, Matthew 3, I'm Lord of the Sabbath, him forgiving sins. How do you refute that? That's a mic drop. Like, oh,
that really is a mic drop because I'm reading it. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be on his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Like,
one of the names is Everlasting Father. What? Now said, well, let's talk about another king.
No, it's not.
Who's the king?
No, it's not.
And
what other king is mighty God and eternal Father?
No. I would love to know that. And the word government, remember, this Sunday, Jason, we're going over kingdom.
Okay.
The word government is not how we think the word government is.
It says authority in another version.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
Same thing, which is fine. The word government, though, is in a kingdom, the king himself is the government.
Right.
Alone. So when it says, and the government will rest on his shoulder, that means he's the only government. There's no cabinet. There's no president. None of that. That doesn't exist. He himself is the government. And I just said, God damn.
Yeah. I like these conversations. My husband does too. Sometimes he's in the background. He's hilarious. I wish sometimes he would get on here. He's not the best orator like I am. But I brag on my husband all the time.
Mm-hmm.
This is the most even keel, intellectual, intelligent person I've ever met. And I'm not even joking. Sometimes his level of understanding far exceeds mine. And he'll have to come back and double back and tell me. And I'm like, dang, I didn't even think of it that way.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I wish he would get on here, but he won't. He's like, nah, I'm good. That's your thing.
Now, a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll try to look at the origin of the Bible, as far as when it comes to it was Catholic. And those are authentic questions, and that's fine. People say, how do you reconcile books missing and the Council of Nicaea? And I just said, guys, those are phenomenal questions. But here's the thing about it: whenever you involve man in writing something, don't be surprised if there are mistakes made by man.
Right.
Okay. And remember, he was using fallen men, redeemed by himself. And so they said, well, Dale, how do you know that the Bible is true? I said, because there is I'm going to say a formula on how to meet the author of the Bible. Very simple. He says, draw near to me and I will reveal myself to you.
He did say that.
Put that to the test.
That's true.
Have you tried that?
That's true.
And the thing about it is logic is just not the way. Because he said the righteous shall live by faith. The currency of the kingdom is faith, not logic. Not logic.
I'm looking this up. I'm going to. Said gave me a source of the Jewish Bible, which is, in their opinion, the closest translation to what they had back then. Okay, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna send you the link too. I'm gonna read Isaiah 9 and see if they say the exact same thing with the translations that we have now. And I'm gonna ask him, who is this talking about?
Hey, now Jason and him actually had a discussion offline.
Oh, they did.
Me that says that that's talking about a different king. So Jason's like, what king? What king has ever been called Mighty God, Eternal Father, Prince of Peace, Wonderful Counselor?
Yeah, he don't have to say what king.
Give me the name. It wasn't Solomon. Wasn't David. Nope.
He has been named Mighty God, Eternal Father, Peaceable Ruler, and a token of abundance authority. Yeah. See, look, guys, I'm going to end this because I think this is interesting. I'm going to end this and I want to read this.
And look that up. Look up. I think it's Matthew 3, and I may be wrong. Emmanuel, okay. God with that's the New Testament.
Ooh.
I'm just. And the other one said, He is the God. Christ said, I am the Lord of the Sabbath. Oh. They got to answer those questions. Like, got to answer those questions. And so we purposely stopped talking about Jesus is God, because we go through that all day long.
Yeah.
But let's begin to kind of move forward to where we can have more productive things. We said, you know what's probably wise for us to go to the kingdom. The Bible's about a king, his kingdom, and his royal children.
Facts.
So we'll define what it's going to shock folks.
You guys should do the Sabbath. I think that's the most interesting conversation ever.
Well, the Sabbath is going to tie right into the kingdom.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
You're going to love it. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. You're going to love it.
Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully, most of you understood what I was saying when I was comparing the Kentucky Democrat using the noose to this guy using the KKK. They're both doing the same thing. They're trying to appeal to an audience of blacks by using emotion. If we're going to be consistent, we can't accept that. I'm not going to accept that. I'm going to call it out. I talked about a bunch of other stuff, but please share this live. Tune in, and I'm going to try to pull some clips from it so I can upload it and people can see what I'm talking about. But I called a few people out. All right. It's smoke. I'm going to need for y'all to be consistent and explain to me why this video is remotely good or helpful to this side. Please do it.
Wow. And I just said, oh. So I'm like, well, how should I respond to this? So I said, okay. Whew. Politically, I know I did it. What the hell were you thinking?
What were you thinking? Oh, Lord, here's Caleb. What's up, Caleb?
What's up, Caleb?
You trying to end the live right before I come on?
Because y'all took forever, man. I ain't got all the time in the world to be sitting in front of this computer.
Hey, man, we got lives, pimp.
Listen, I just saw the notification. All right.
For real?
Yes.
Wow.
I literally just got a message and I was like, oh, she's live. Okay. Y'all were talking about them cringe video. Yeah, Liddell, I was talking about you earlier. Sending me that video.
I sent it over. I sure did. He's trying to be manipulative, and I was like, I can see. I see that perspective. I can see that. He's right.
He is, man.
Yeah,
You was right. I was like, he's right. Caleb, I got so many different responses, and I sent it to only conservatives.
hey, a lot of conservatives loved it, man. They were like, "Yo, this is
what were conservative?" Here's my. I don't mind doing another few minutes. Here is my question, right? How can we, as conservatives, say there is no systemic racism, but bring up a system of the government which we would be directly targeting blacks? That's why he used the KKK. All right. And he's talking about the Democrats. How do we talk about the 94 crime bill, the welfare state, and in the same breath say racism is BS? What? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Can we not say that it exists and there are things set in place to hinder blacks? What's wrong with that? Like, what's wrong with saying that?
My question moving forward is going to be with every talking point, whether it come from a Democrat or Republican or conservative liberal. This bill, like for instance, the Welfare Act, how did it progress black folks forward? How did it benefit them?
It did.
The 1993 crime bill, how did it make people's life better?
Hey, listen. All I know is I don't know anywhere in the country where the Klan is running around burning crosses in people's front yards and hanging people in the streets. I just don't know. I mean, look, I don't get around a lot, but I get around a lot. Show me one place in the country where the Klan is out here doing this stuff.
I think it's still. I think it's still existing, but they're going undercover.
Yeah, they exist.
I would agree with that.
They exist for sure, and we know because they do march from time to time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
but as far as burning crosses and forces and.
I just think the video was just so over the top. Like,
it was so disrespectful, Adele. You know, he had to, play off of Malcolm. I'm like, man, Malcolm and Booker T and Martin Luther King, bro, they rolling in the grave. This fool is sitting. Oh my gosh, this video triggered me to no end. He is sitting in his kitchen with his American cup, sipping some coffee, while you got the KKK coming in on his front lawn, and he go out there with an AR.
He had the Klan walking up with a bat full of nails, like,
and some rakes.
Yo, what is this, man? What year are we in?
Axes, and I'm like,
they ain't walking around. They got guns, you got guns. Like,
he said, he said, when you have a dozen angry Democrat Klansmen in hoods, I'm like, bro, where is this happening?
I don't know. Is that Red Pill?
It is Red Pill. You know she's about to get fiery.
No, I get fiery. I actually find today like hilarious because so many people are like, stop hating on him. He's great, blah, blah, blah. Like, please suck a whole hefty bag of dicks. Like, I can't, I just.
Red Pill.
Listen, Liddell, the thing is Tatum has been holding on so hard to the Uvalde police are amazing. No, they're not.
Uh-oh.
That was hilarious to me. And it's really sad because
I'm about to summon Tatum into the comments.
He did that today.
He's been doing it for the last 3 weeks.
Okay, Susu, I'm gonna need for you to do me a quick little favor.
What's up?
DM Tatum. We need to get on live and talk about this.
Yeah, I am. Let me send him a DM.
Wait, Suni, tell me if I'm lying. Tatum is like, they did everything. Like, stop making it seem like they didn't do their job. They did their job. You're not a police. I am a IPD. I'm a blah, blah, blah. You ain't no cop, Caleb. You ain't no cop. You don't know what the job is.
He told you that.
Man,
He did.
hey,
Bro,
hey,
he
yo,
called
yo,
Caleb out. He called Caleb out on a live.
He called me
Yo.
a liar in front of, what was it, like 600 people in the live? That's why I be coming for Tatum, because like you ain't gonna call me out with no like you don't got no proof. None of what you're saying is factual. And you have the nerve to call me out, man.
Listen, Caleb is 17 years old. Came on a Instagram live and gave Tatum facts about what was it, DPS?
Yes.
What DPS said in their testimony, and Tatum was like, well, I didn't watch it, but I read the transcripts. And Caleb was like, well, if you read the transcripts, then you know the timeline, and these things are not adding up. And then he was like, but you don't know what you don't know what my source said. And Caleb was like,
this is what this is.
And he was like, well, your source wasn't there for 45 minutes. I'm like, nigga, your source is a liar.
Bro, y'all are hilarious, man.
I was trying to be so diplomatic, but you know what? This is just some nigga shit. Like man.
Wait, and then today they put the icing on the cake. Like the cop had a clear shot.
Tatum alone.
Nah, Tatum can defend himself. You tell him to come up here if he has something wrong with what I'm saying.
Listen, my problem, Liddell, is because I'm a mother of sons Caleb's age, the fact that Caleb wanted to go on a live with a grown man and he was giving him nothing but the God's honest truth of what was being presented at the Texas Senate. And he told Caleb, well, you're not a cop. You've never been trained. You don't know this. My source told me this. And Caleb was like, this is what's coming from them. And then today we learned today that a cop had a clear shot to take this man out before he killed those babies.
Huh?
Oh, you ain't watched the live, Liddell?
No, I was at the local church, man.
Liddell, you missed out.
I sent you the PDF though. Liddell, you got the PDF. You're gonna see exactly what we're talking about.
Tatum, ASAP, because of the fact we gotta have a power about this one. This don't make no difference. If what you're saying is right, and I'm gonna read it tonight.
Yeah, read it.
I'm like, yo, Tatum, bro, you got to. Who is your damn source?
Hey, man.
I
want an apology. Like,
I'm sorry.
Live.
Hold on. What'd you say, Liddell?
I'm being summoned by my 9-year-old, y'all. So I'm gonna make this comment. Then I gotta go because I'm older to come and pray with her. So, and so, yeah, I'm gonna read it. And if it's saying what you guys said, and there was a clear shot, we gotta.
Liddell, just not a clear shot. There was a clear shot prior to him entering the building to murder those babies.
Yeah, but he said he had to wait on his supervisor because he didn't know if he was allowed to do it or not.
I'm gonna shoot and pay for the consequences later. Sorry.
Listen, Nate, I don't know no cops who are out here like before they go and shoot someone. Let me go call my boss and make sure I can do this. Like, it's like, no, you're trained in the law.
I ain't even gonna tell you no more, Liddell. Go read it. Go read it, and I bet you inbox me and say,
I'm gonna read it. I'll be up a little late tonight working, and if it's bad, I'm gonna call soon and say we can go.
It is bad.
It's bad, man.
And
Liddell, it's so bad. And because you're a father of a child around the age of those children, it hits a little differently.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it.
I said this before because I know that Tatum enjoys his arguments from authority. The people who created that report collectively have over 150 years of experience, almost 2 centuries. I want him to tell me that, they weren't there. Yeah.
They weren't there. They don't know.
Really?
Man.
Oh, cold cases? They weren't there.
Exactly, but they sure solved the hell out of them, don't
Sure
they?
did.
I'm gonna be honest, man.
Sure did. So
You know, I listened to Dan Bongino, who I have a lot of respect for. I really like Dan Bongino. Dan Bongino was an ex New York cop and ex Secret Service. He was pissed
oh yeah,
when that came out. And Dan Bongino said, I don't care. At some point, you have to do what's right, whether you get confirmation to go ahead or not. Your job is to protect and serve.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
they even put they did like a priority thing. They were
They
like,
did. I was telling him about it.
the life of the victims, shooter, the people getting shot, police officers are
Then the
second,
suspect.
and then the suspect.
I'm stretching real fast. All right, y'all. I'm in summon, y'all.
All right.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Good night, Liddell.
Oh man, bro.
Sunni.
Hey, bro. I've literally been on here for 2 hours explaining why this is the worst campaign ad ever. And I had people look, this is how mind fucking this is. I had someone say, well, you know, he's in Arizona with a bunch of white liberals. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with this side?
Sunni, I'm gonna tell you, I laughed so hard when I seen that thing because I've driven from California to Georgia last summer, and I promise you, I ain't seen no KKK. I know in California we have hella skinheads, and it was so funny because my mother's blonde-haired, blue eyes, right? And the skinheads are heavy in Carmichael, California, like they are thick as thieves. So they walk up to my white ass mom. And they're talking to her and they're, giving them, come and join the skinheads, blah, blah, blah. And then here comes my brothers, my 2 brothers. One of them is half Chinese, so he looks like an Asian. And then the other one is half black. So she has these 2 minorities coming up to her like, hey, mom. And they're like, what? Those are your children? Why do they call you mom? She's like, I gave birth to them. I don't want to join your fucking club.
I just want to know where show me some black people. The Klan is running up on your house, burning crosses and hanging you up in the town square. Because
what you sitting in your kitchen with your American flag cup?
Yo, that was the most cringy campaign ads I've seen. It's actually, I'll correct myself, second to Brian Kemp's 2018, I think 2018 or 2017 campaign video where he pointed a gun at this kid who was in his campaign video live.
Oh, God. Wow.
They didn't retake nothing. They released
That's
this.
stupid. That's
people,
gun safety 101. Don't point a gun at anybody.
Yo, I saw that and I was like, yeah. I'm like, and I noticed it's kind of like a trend. They need to stop letting these politicians use guns in their like political campaigns. Because what's his name just did that? What's this California guy?
Newsom?
Yeah, Newsom came up here pointing guns at the camera folks.
I didn't see that video. I heard of it, but I didn't watch it.
Y'all, why is Newsom advertising in Florida?
No, he's not.
Promise.
I mean, well, they can't stop him, so
I'm gonna send you the video. It is cringe as hell. He's like, in California, we enjoy freedom. I'm like, motherfucker, you just had us locked down for forever. You're trying to pass that you can inoculate our children at school. Newsom just signed a bill that lowered, it was last year. Newsom signed a bill that anal and oral rape gets less time than vaginal rape.
Ew.
Really?
Yeah. We believe in freedoms, but he's trying to make it to where independent truck drivers no longer can own their own company. You have to work for a big company.
That's stupid.
But he believes in freedom. I'm gonna send you the commercial. You're gonna die laughing.
Man, I've been on the
Hey,
warpath.
I
People
might
are upset with me.
I might skip over to California in March if you're over there, Red.
In March?
Yeah, because I'm gonna be in Arizona, but I have some friends who are over there as well. So I might
Well,
be
I'm thinking about heading to Georgia by December.
How long are you gonna stay in Georgia?
Like forever.
Wait,
I want
you're gonna move?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I have one surgery July 28th. I get surgery on my knee, and then I have to have foot surgery, and then I think we're done with California because owning our own truck company here is not going to make it. Like, it just got turned down from the Supreme Court.
Right.
So, I mean, if we can't operate our business here, then we've got to go. Plus, California is like hell.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Bro. I just want y'all to look at these comments, all right? Mind you, these are white people that have been complaining about racism for God knows how long. This is the most epic ad I've ever seen. What? I don't know where my comment is, but I was like, this is cringy as fuck, man. Exactly.
I was honestly surprised that Gold Pill was out here like endorsing this.
Well, he did say them racist Democrats. He ain't lying.
That's not what he said. KKK Democrats in hoods.
It's the imagery.
Yes.
Think about it. I mean, the right has been talking about how systemic racism and all that stuff doesn't exist anymore. People aren't being killed because they're black and stuff like that, right? And meanwhile, you have somebody who's running as a Republican who's using the emotional imagery of the KKK to appeal to black voters and to try and use that emotional play. I think it's actually very shady. And the fact that people aren't, calling it like it is.
Well, I'm going to tell you. Well, I'm going to tell you, it's the second one. Oh, he took it down.
No, he didn't. Why did he take it down?
Yeah, because it was the second one. So I'm going to tell you, I appreciated that video better than I did that nasty whoremonger shaking her ass upside down.
Dude, I did a reaction to that.
And why she has shit on her leg?
You watched my video, didn't you?
You was like, Suni said, what is that? I'm going to tell you what it is. That's shit.
I plugged my nose.
Senator Mac.
Oh, no.
What is that shit? What is that? And no, I won't vote Senator Mac. Man, this punk took this video down, bro. No, you didn't take this shit down.
Suni, go to my story. Go to my story. It's on my story.
If he took it down, it'll be gone, right?
What was it before?
You don't have a story
go to my
anymore.
RN Red Pill page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Red got like 30 accounts. You ain't know?
No.
I got banned on Red Pill Magic.
every week.
Oh, it's gone from mine
he
too.
He took it down.
Yeah,
this motherfucker. You know what? I'm glad he took it down because he probably got a lot of pushback from people saying, "No, bro, fuck out of here." And whoever shared this shit, bro, y'all would be ashamed of yourself.
Oh wait, he took down the KKK video?
Yep.
What?
Good. That was a dumbass video.
My husband and I were sitting on the front porch and I found it. I thought it was the funniest shit ever.
Stupid ass.
Democrats like to say that no one needs an AR-15 for
dummy. Just stupid, bro.
The problem that I have with it is
what Benny Johnson say about it?
Hold on.
He's condoning.
Democrats like to say that no one needs an AR-15 for self-defense. That no one could possibly need all 30 rounds. But when this rifle is the only thing standing between your family and a dozen angry Democrats in Klan hoods, You just might need that semi-automatic in all 30 rounds.
That's the greatest congressional ad I've ever seen, maybe in my life. That man's name is Jerome Davis, the guy with the rifle fighting the KKK. He's a pastor from Arizona. He's a student athlete, formerly of Arizona State University and the Los Angeles Rams. He is a...
Bro, shut the fuck up. You shared his live because you shared that video because you got paid to share it. Somehow he fighting the KKK. Y'all just said the KKK was not a threat. I don't listen. I am starting to understand why people do not like conservatives. I am getting it.
Suni, I understand your point, but I'm gonna tell you, I find that video to be funny as shit. I mean, he is telling the truth. Democrats don't want us to have AR-15s. They don't.
But it ain't just black people.
Well, when you have Joy Behar saying, well, once black people get guns in California, or the LA Times saying, well, now black people are going to get guns in California.
I agree with that. I agree with him talking about responding to Joy Behar because she's in 2022. Bringing the KKK up is like an old relic that really gets under black people's skin, whether you're conservative or liberal.
Thank you.
And we just complained about the guy in Kentucky, the one that put a noose around his neck. My ancestors went through this and we got hung. Every conservative was like, what the fuck? Like, bro, what year are you in? I'm keeping the same energy. Look, I don't fault anybody for thinking it's funny, all right, because it was insanely corny and it probably was funny to a fault. But he's a piece of shit for doing that. Whoever put his stupid ass up to do that, and I bet you it was a white person. I bet you a white person said, hey, you know what? You should have the KKK in your video, and you should sit in your front yard with the AR-15. I bet you money. How much you want to bet?
I bet you're
Bet
not
you
wrong.
money.
Listen, I just, like I said, the problem that I have with it is that, just like what you said, Suni, it's taking something that is not relevant in 2022, and
see,
again,
look, bro,
I'm
I'm just showing you the inconsistency with this side. All these people are sharing this man's video, and here you have it. The Officer Tatum. And what does he say? Releases an ad invoking racism and lynching imagery. But you can release this ad invoking racism and KKK imagery.
as long as he has an R by his name. Suni.
Fuck y'all. That's how I feel. Y'all, I can't. I quit.
I have to tell you, I don't think I've seen that noose ad. That's stupid. But I also, I just find that these ads are getting worse and worse. Like now we've got this trick twerking and shit. Like, you nasty Cardi B tramp. I cannot even. But the guy smoking pot, I had a problem with that. Like, we're not, like, what about the youth? Like, you're projecting to the youth like this is okay, and senators should be smoking pot.
Bruh, look at these comments.
Well, I can't read the comments. What do they say?
Can you read them now? It says, this candidate is insanely out of control. The race card crap is getting old, y'all. And who hearts it? Tatum. The mentality of someone thinking this is appropriate is astounding. This guy is a political version of Bubba Wallace.
I mean,
come on, this is embarrassing.
So did Tatum put up this video too?
He didn't. I'm waiting to see if he puts it up or he says anything about it.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Tatum has lost all credibility with me.
Hey, but Tatum thinks there's injustice against white people.
Didn't he have 2 million followers? Can't you look and see how many followers people lost, YouTubers lost?
I have no clue.
Pretty sure you can. I could have sworn he had 2 million followers.
I want you to know that today, when I was reading about that Uvalde thing, you were the first person I thought of. And I was like, Tatum literally needs to do a live because he called you a liar in front of his 2 million people. But I see that he never put that live up.
He didn't. I was looking for it. He didn't put that up. Hopefully somebody got
I screen recorded that shit.
ooh.
Yeah, when he said it. Mm-hmm.
I think you need to remix that and put a video on there with, they had a clear shot before he walked in. How much did your source know? But you're so nice, Caleb.
I am very patient and understanding of different views, but I don't ever call someone a liar on the internet if I can't back it up. And I mean, I didn't even go as far as to call Tatum a liar. Even when he said his source told him stuff that wasn't backed by evidence, I just left it as, well, maybe his source misspoke or didn't have the right information or
Or got
was
there 45
misunderstood.
minutes later.
Look, I don't usually go after people, but don't come after me for
No,
being
He
right.
came for you.
Oh yeah, and that's
At the end of the day, Suni, when all of this started, like I had shared a post on Facebook about, I followed the trend of thinking that this was like a Decepticon. And then I was like, after that, finding out that it's not true, I was like, I'm just not going to share anymore about this because there's way too much information coming out and the whole story isn't there. So I'm just not going to share.
Right.
So as I waited and I got more information, then I'm sitting back and I'm looking like, and today it just solidified, like something in the milk ain't clean. And at this point, with everything that we now know, I feel like this was a setup and those babies were sacrificed.
I don't know how I feel about it yet. I just feel police dropped the ball. And they need to be held accountable for what they did.
You know what's really annoying?
What?
When a dish isn't washed properly and the person who's emptying the dishes sees that it's not washed properly and puts it in the cabinet with whatever is still on there. And then you go to take out a plate and you see it on there. And that is what's really annoying.
I will agree.
No, but honestly, Suni, that report, I mean, it didn't tell me really anything new besides like the additional ways they could have breached. But
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, outside of that, I mean, this is what you, me, and other folks on this side have been talking about. And it just seems like a select few people are just unwilling to acknowledge that, yeah, this did not go how it should have. And acknowledging that does not make you anti-police or a cop hater. It just makes you objective.
Right. I would agree.
Yeah,
I think it just makes you a follower of the truth.
Yeah.
I just think,
I mean, the truth is the truth. Like, I have no love lost for my local sheriff's department or police in general.
Exactly.
But admitting the fact that those cops in Uvalde completely failed those children and they allowed them to die. With coming out today that someone had a headshot clear and he didn't take it.
Yeah, that was
participated.
crazy.
You participated and you allowed that to happen. You didn't check the door. You didn't use your shields. You didn't use the door unlocker thing. Like, there's so many epic fails. You guys stood in the hallway hearing him executing babies. That's a problem.
I'm going to retract what I said on Tatum's live, which is I gave the benefit of the doubt that even if police police had what they needed, which we then later found out they did, that they wouldn't have been able to save any kids. Well, now we know that from the jump, this could have been potentially stopped. And it was all, again, there's this narrative going around that little Uvalde and all of the police agencies and law enforcement agencies involved in this, no one knew anything. No one knew who the leader was. No one knew who, what the training suggested. None of this stuff. There's no acknowledgement of responsibility whatsoever. And like, yes, I'm fine acknowledging that I would have liked the city of Uvalde to have better training. Absolutely. But at some level, you cannot train like bravery and heroism into people. You either have it or you don't. And I'm not going to call people cowards. But what I will say is that at the end of the day, the reaction that we got just was, it was a total failure. And it's super sad to hear about. It reminds me of when I was in Broward schools down in Florida, and we had the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas shooting. And we found out that the school resource officer sat outside in his car and didn't go in until he I don't think he ever actually went in. Even after reinforcements came in, he still stayed outside. And it was sad to hear that then, and it's sad to hear this now. And it just seems like a repeat of officers who don't have the stomach to put aside their lives and prioritize the lives of the people they're tasked with protecting. And it may sound harsh, and not everyone may agree with what I'm saying, but again, I just don't think you can train bravery, heroism, and instincts into someone.
Caleb, that's like a part of their job.
Yeah.
To protect.
Yep.
And they didn't protect. And they served no one but themselves that day.
Yeah.
Taking up for the police chief is a huge problem for me. I mean, you're supposed to have your radio on you at all times. There's just way too many inconsistencies in the whole thing. That's a problem. And we know at the end of the day, there is an agenda to take the guns away from the citizens of this country. And typical Americans work on emotional heartstrings.
That's facts. What's his name?
Who?
The guy who made the ad video.
Jerome Brown?
I'm going to say, why did Jerome Brown delete his most epic video ever? Why he delete it?
Does he have a Twitter?
I don't know. Let me see. Jerome what? I keep thinking Jerome Bettis.
I think it's Jerome. I almost said Bettis too. Jerome Brown, I think he said. Benny Johnson said his name on there.
It should be in the post. Let's see what's.
I turned off IG.
What Liddell sent me. Let me look.
Jerome Davison. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Jerome Davidson. Jerome for Congress. Oh, he's running in Arizona?
Oh, God.
I just actually thought the KKK was a Southern thing.
He didn't take it down from here. And it's got 2.9 million views.
On where?
Bruh. Oh my fucking God.
Where? What is it on?
Twitter. Look, bro. I'm about to pull it up. Bruh. This man said, I was born in Mississippi, 1970. When the KKK came to town, I always felt safe because my father had rifles to protect us. This is a cinematic depiction of a situation I faced growing up. Racist white liberals love to tell me that my lived experience didn't happen.
This wasn't no damn cinematic experience. Get out of here, man.
But he equated it to gun rights. Like, but look, bro, fine. You went through that in 1970. I wish I had like an echo where I could like blast it. In 1970, it's 2022. See, look, Democrats and Klan hoods, dude, that's not even a thing. That hasn't been a thing since the 1960s. It's like saying Republicans are an academic.
Who said that?
Somebody
Oh,
responded
that's
to.
good.
That was a good response, even though he's got a Ukraine flag in his little bio. It's facts, man. And I'm just done, man. I can't stand. I don't get it. This is the most token black conservative, black Republican thing you could do, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Did he use Joe Biden's flag as his name though? Isn't that Joe Biden's in his Jerome?
What Joe Biden's flag?
I think that's just a generic flag.
Joe Biden has a flag like that on one of his campaign slogans. His E is like that.
I know what you're talking about.
They be ripping stuff from each other all the time. These politicians aren't original.
Yeah, I got. Hold on, we gotta listen to this, bro. We gotta listen to this.
Hello, my name is Jerome Davis, and I'm running for U.S. Congress here in Arizona. We're demonstrating the power of we the people. We are creating the biggest grassroots campaign in the country. But I need volunteers, though. I need as many volunteers as I can get. I need door knockers. I need phone callers. I need bakers, meme lords, and content creators. Sign up below and get in the game.
Did he say meme lords?
Okay, we did just have, what's her name, Michelle? What's her name, Michelle?
Who?
The chick who Project Veritas exposed. Like, we just need people running as Republicans.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, look at this. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm looking at his website, and this guy is not a conservative. He's talking about we need an internet bill of rights to prevent censorship on private platforms.
Look at his quotes, man. An American by nature is optimistic. He is experimental, an inventor, a builder who builds best when called upon to build greatly. John F. Kennedy. Freedom is never voluntarily given by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. Who the fuck is oppressed? I can't. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I don't think anybody looked at his shit.
Wait, he's got a Truman quote?
Yes, he does.
So he's got MLK, Truman, John F. Kennedy,
Reagan, Martin Luther King.
I just want to know, again, I want to know.
We need an internet bill of rights to prevent the destruction of democracy. Boom! There you have it.
Nope.
This is why nobody should vote for him. You want to know why? Did you guys catch on to why? Right. Democracy?
Yeah, we don't live in a democracy.
This is an establishment candidate.
Whenever you hear democracy, walk the other way.
This is embarrassing. I'm not going to lie. Like,
why I'm running for Congress. Protect freedom, combat corruption, organize direct action, spiritually uplift, unite the people, unlock the future. Sir, by doing what? Yes, he does sounds like a used car salesman. He sounds like a Democrat, just on the opposite side. By doing what? Does his website break down how he's going to do each thing?
No, it's more platitudes.
Okay. Thank you. I don't want to hear nobody talk shit to me. I'm on here doing your research. Sometimes you just have to say the quiet part out loud. Planned Parenthood was founded by a racist who wanted to keep Black reproductive rates low. Well, duh. At least you said that right.
I'm okay with that. We're a spiritually broken nation, drug and overdose. Okay, whatever. That's fine.
College
I
is
mean,
not what it used to be.
Suni, scroll back up to that picture.
I think he fired his
What the
social
halo
media.
behind him?
Yeah,
Jesus.
that's a problem.
Yeah, that's what Obama did. People don't pay attention to stuff like that. That's subliminal. That's put there for a reason.
Yeah, it is. But he said something that messed me up as a person who follows the Bible. He said spiritual awakening. Is that what he
I don't
said?
know what the fuck that means.
So I'm going to tell you, spiritual awakening is something huge in the Q movement.
Spiritually uplift.
Oh, spiritually. Well, okay. So why can't he just call it out? But that's that one right there bothers me.
We are a spiritually uplift. We are a spiritually broken nation. Drug overdose. I will challenge toxic narratives and work every day to uplift the spirit of this nation. I don't know what that means.
Suni, listen.
Where are the Black people supporting you, sir? Wait. Great event last night with Kari Lake, the same bitch who likes trannies and drag queens at children events. Okay? I can't, bro. Combat corruption. By doing what? Time and time again.
Does he have anything about January 6th?
Let's see.
Of course not.
At night when I go to bed, I ask
no.
myself, if I don't wake up tomorrow, would I be proud of how I lived today? Of course.
If you don't stop.
Look, this dude literally.
This is embarrassing.
See? This is what pisses me off. Guys, look at the likes and the retweets, okay, in the comments. This is just June 29th. June 29th. Let's keep going. Let's see how far we can get into July. 44. 41. This was just July 1st. 719. You know what this means? This means that someone within the Republican Party helped him. They put him on game. You either paid people to share your shit, which you probably did, because sorry, but influencers aren't just going to put you up for no reason. You had to pay them to put your face in front. See, I'm done. I did all the research for you guys. We're going to look for January 6th stuff, and then I'm getting off. If anyone votes for this idiot, you are asking for whatever you get. I don't even live in Arizona, but the people pushing him, fuck you, bro. Politely.
Yo, listen to this. He's saying we need to classify social media giants as public utilities.
What?
Public utilities are companies that are allowed to operate at a monopoly scale because they offer essential services that you can't live in modern society without.
Can't you search through their tweets?
I
thought you could. Let me follow him. Let's see if it works now.
No, I think you can. Just go up to search Twitter. And I think you have to just do the, I think there's like a command. I think it's like Twitter. What is it?
Let's see. I'm going to copy and paste his name real quick. Hold on. I hope I find something on January 6th so I can post this shit and just smear it in everyone's face.
Just do from, and then colon, and then do his tag, whatever his Twitter tag handle is, and then you can search whatever. And then I think you got to do it in quotes, maybe.
You used to be able to just pop it up. I don't know why it doesn't work now.
Hey, they changed it.
They did. Let me see.
Well, the hearings are going on now, so it shouldn't be too far back if he said anything.
No.
It says nothing.
When did he create his Twitter account?
Let's go back and see. 2017, February.
So see if he's dumped everything. Go to see his oldest response.
Where do you go for that?
Just keep on scrolling down.
Okay.
Listen, this man is a socialist.
I believe he is too.
He wants to define private companies as public utilities.
Can you send me that, please? Send me that, please.
You can't live without social media? Are you serious? That's the justification? Yo. I can't believe this. I mean, I can believe it. Like, I expect this, but, I still can't believe it.
Red Wave Rally. There you go. Establishment.
Hey, has he retweeted anything from Log Cabin Republicans?
Not that I can see. But he is retweeting things from Kari Lake.
Lord.
I stopped by Corpus Christi Catholic Church today to feed, pray, and uplift the spirits of some displaced families. God bless.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't like people who post about their charity work.
Planned Parenthood. Okay.
I think it's tacky.
Housing is one of the top issues facing Americans. Foreign investors subsidize illegal immigrants, contribute to the larger housing/rental crisis. Stop funding the erosion of the American dream. Let's see what he's saying.
Hold on. Go back over a second.
We can also stop foreign investors from buying so much property. This is also raising the cost of property. We have so many investors coming from overseas and they're buying their property. We can also put a limit on that in our state. Also, by closing the border, I see it. I knock on doors. People are complaining about the rent, and they're talking about the government subsidizing housing for people that are crossing the border. That is making the landlords make the rent go up because now they see they can charge, instead of $1,500, they can charge $2,000, and the government's going to pay for it.
Isn't that capitalism? What the fuck? How are you gonna punish people for saying, "Hey, I'm about to make some money"? Yo,
I'm telling you, he's a socialist.
God, bro.
This guy is a socialist.
When was that posted? What's the date on that?
May 9th.
And nothing for January 6th since you've been scrolling.
No, I don't see he said anything about January 6th. Nope.
Nah, that's too extreme for him.
The radical left wants us to judge by the color of our skin, the same way they did 150 years ago.
Bro, you can't make this up.
Oh, snap, bro.
Man.
I can't believe this. Stanton is a Democrat. Bannon does not support him. Thomas Massey.
Has he posted anything about abortion?
No. Just that one thing.
What did he post about abortion?
He just
that
said
it's racist. Planned Parenthood does it. Election integrity. Okay. Thanks so much for sharing your thoughts. With election integrity at the forefront of the conversation, I want to make sure that we are really analyzing each and every proposal to best secure our elections
It's a
for our children and beyond.
Statement right there.
Yep. Mm-hmm. The far left hates anyone, including themselves. Hold on. Hold on.
When is that from?
April 29th. Who did he repost this?
He surely did.
No,
Are you
he
sure?
replied to it.
He replied to this.
Did he
Yeah.
reply?
Yeah, scroll
What's
down.
his
It's there.
response? Go down.
You sound like a Republican. Huh?
What? See, the thing is when these people who are not conservative, they start running as a conservative, you won't be able to find their post from when they started their Instagram. It's like Mr. Williams. Like everybody dug up his old stuff, but he started wiping out all of his old accounts.
Mm.
So if he doesn't have anything from way back of 2017, then you know that just solidifies it.
Listen, if I ever run for office, y'all are going to see some of my cringy first posts.
We must take the superintendency. The fuck is that? John Doyle. Wait a minute, bro. John Doyle explains our guiding principles of faith. I'm so confused. Thank you for having me. He spoke at an American First event. No, he didn't.
Already first with the APU, we've got a great turnout. We've got.
Okay, look, I might have to go through his shit off camera. Hey man, I couldn't agree more. A nation without borders is no nation whatsoever. We must enforce our border laws, period. There is nobody harmed more by illegal immigrants than legal immigrants.
What about the people, just like American citizens?
Our taxes aren't being raped by illegal immigrants. I don't know. What is he talking about?
As your congressman, I'll fight to return control of our rural land to the state instead of federal government. How are you going to do that?
This guy's just saying a whole bunch of just. No one's questioning him on this stuff. That's the problem. Who is he running against?
I have no clue. Honestly, I do not know.
What district is he? AZ CD4? All right, let me see. Yeah, I gotta see because
he's going against Stanton. Greg Stanton.
He's not going against Gosar?
No, it says Greg Stanton. He says we're going to beat Greg Stanton. We're going to defeat. I promise. He said, I promise.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a generic Fox News conservative. America first, Arizona first, and God first.
Yeah, because it goes. Yeah, he's running against Greg Stanton. That's the only Democrat running.
I think a traditional real conservative would say God first. God, family, country. Isn't it that order?
He's running against Kelly Cooper, Dave Giles, Renee Lopez, and Tanya Willis, or whatever the hell her name is. I'm not going to lie. Like, these guys have girl names.
What is his internet bill of rights? Like, what is in this, bro?
Oh, yeah. Hey, I sent you the link. Go.
You did?
Listen. Yeah,
Okay.
I messaged it to you. That thing is scary, man. He's talking about essentially, because public utilities are owned by the government. He's talking about taking over private corporations and forcing them to become public utilities and not be allowed to censor or do anything like that. I personally don't agree with censoring somebody because you just don't agree with them. Right. However, I respect the free market and the rights that you have as a private company. So him making this internet bill of rights is kind of scary, not gonna lie, because I mean, think about it. Like, if Democrats take control, then they're just going to enforce it how they want to enforce it. This legislation's a slippery slope.
Was that with Mark Robinson?
I hope not, because I would be questioning his judgment if he was ever in line with this idiot. It's like one of the village idiots, man. Sorry, I gotta go back down. Man, see this is why I question so many people's brain capacities. Like you watch one video. I never, you know what's funny? Nobody outside of this video has ever talked about Jerome Davis. Nobody.
Oh no, yeah, I don't know him. I didn't even know he was running until I saw his cringy KKK ad.
The left loves to deceive my people. So does the right, because they deceiving them with
His
your
people?
ass. Here's Angel, huh?
The hell is that?
Roaches, you spraying them with Raid. I guess that's him coming in and winning. Watch, most who are praying for Ukraine, and notice they are not praying against the problem. Biden and the Democrats, they have no discernment. So all the Republicans that said, okay, let's send funds to Ukraine, they're not factored into that. Okay. Okay. I'm going to ask Angel to get me in touch with him. I would love to ask him some questions. I would love it.
I just want to know, like, who he thinks the government is to force companies to become public utilities. I'd be really curious on his ideas of deregulation. And
We're almost to January, so we'll see. There's nothing on here that says anything about January. NATO and the UN should issue refunds. What? The price of
I don't know
everything
what
is
he's
about to
talking
go
about.
up. I support truck drivers against mandates. Of course you do. Don't be distracted by Ukraine and Russia. This is a battle for freedom. Pencil-necked, sissified weirdos.
This is good.
Oh God. This is hilarious. He hasn't spoke against the LGBTQ, which is setting off ringers in my head. It's been June all month, and I have not seen him post one thing.
He hasn't really talked about abortion either. Like, I
No,
don't
he
care what
hasn't.
he posted. That's not the same thing as condemning it. And he's also talking about more regulation for private companies and hindering the free market. That would be an automatic no for me right there.
I can't. Let's see if they or their attorneys' homes get raided by FBI. Of course, he shares I can't stand when black conservatives share a picture of Lincoln when Lincoln was not a fan of making sure that blacks were free. Just historical reference for you. Just so you know. Hold on. Pastor Drew, NFL player fighting for school choice, a Democrat who will assist me in winning Democrat voters to defeat Greg Stanton. Pastor Drew. What does Pastor Drew support? 3 likes. Nobody knew who the fuck you were, buddy.
Oh, he shared the GOP.
Yep.
Yo, If you retweet the GOP, man, I'm not voting for you. I'm sorry.
I ain't never retweeted no GOP shit. Never. And he's not against the facts, bro. That's like a number one for me.
I
Gotta
just
be against the facts, man.
they don't be vetting these.
Donald
these
Trump
candidates.
Jr. has endorsed me. Wait. Pastor Joshua of Americans Revival. This man, I can't. We're gonna watch this. This is how you know. Hey, watch him. Charismatic pastors you can't trust. All right. I grew up in a Baptist church. They're frauds. Watch this dude.
And I know, as a matter of fact, we have reporters here tonight and people watching around the world. We have reporters that follow America's Revival from Newsweek to do hit pieces on us. And so I'm just going to say this and broadcast it around the world. And I'm going to look at the IRS right in the face. My name is Joshua Fierstein, the founder of America's Revival. And tonight, I officially endorse Jerome Davis for Congress of the United States of America.
We're celebrating. We're celebrating. Felony.
He got the Holy Ghost. He said,
Sunni, we're advocating for crime now. Apparently,
What do you mean we're advocating for crime? What happened?
what he
Wait,
just
you
did,
closed it?
what he just did was
What?
a crime.
I'm gonna deep dive on his Twitter. I want to see how far back I can go on it.
You
I didn't
cannot
close it. I'm
direct.
still looking.
You
Sorry, go
cannot
ahead.
directly endorse a candidate as an officer of the church
Ooh, damn. I didn't know that.
about to get his 501c3 status snatched.
Yeah.
Wait. Joshua impersonates Trump's endorsement of Trump. What? Oh, never mind. Oh, God.
So
Yeah, I'm-
far, he has not said anything about the Alphabet Mafia during the month of June. He has not talked about anything with all of these Decepticon shows with the children. He has yet to say one thing about abortion being Roe versus Wade being overturned at a federal level. He has said one thing about January 6th.
And this is January 29th. Stop the mandates. This is a problem. What's this? Breathtaking. I don't know what that is. Our children, our schools are incredibly important. We must ensure parents' rights and empower our community to teach the best. The kickoff. Yabba dabba doo. January 6th committee calls in William Barr and he says this. So it looks like he talks about it in the month of January.
But what did he say?
It's a YouTube. Let me see.
Marjorie Taylor Greene shared a doctored image that she falsely claimed that the suspect in the Highland Park mass shooting was in a jail or rehab or a psychiatric center.
God.
I'm not surprised. Oh. She just needs to stop talking. She's just such a bad politician.
Oh, I didn't mean to close it. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought it was still open.
You just got us looking at.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at it over here myself. I thought it was still open.
Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment in the comment section. Listen, we've all had a guess about this. We've had a strange feeling about who is the puppet master behind Joe Biden. We just kind of wonder because we know he's not cognizant. I mean, the full faculties aren't happening there. The neurons aren't firing. They're gone. They're worn out. And need people to wipe the backside a little bit. So he's not doing good. So who's telling him to make these moves?
He's reading a script.
Sign all of those executive orders on the day he came into
Yeah,
office.
he is because he keeps looking at the bottom of the screen.
Behind this?
Yep. Look.
Well, Jan Psaki gave us a slip.
Jan?
She slipped up.
Her name is
She
Jen.
said something. And she kind of let us know who was behind the curtain. Y'all know my friend, Professor Toto. Shane Vaughn,
hell
Pastor
no.
Shane Vaughn.
Listen.
He calls himself Professor.
Professor Toto falls in line with the Q conspiracies. I don't know if you guys know that.
So I told you one of his things that he said already told me that he is a Q follower.
What? Oh, the spiritual thing?
Yeah.
Forget Russia and Ukraine support the truckers. No. No.
What are you looking at?
His YouTube.
Oh.
This motherfucker, bro. Look at this. Oh my god. He's got 4 months ago, he had 200 something views. Like, where is your presence at on social media?
But
Where is his presence?
Go to the oldest.
Okay.
Because anyone can just fall in line at any time, but it matters more what you were doing in 2020 and before.
I know my kids are like, hello.
He don't got no videos.
So this was just 10 months ago. He created this not too long ago. POTUS Trump calls Pastor Jerome for help.
What?
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Pastor Jerome TV. Y'all know that little county over there in Michigan where they caught the machine flipping 6,000 Trump votes over to Biden. Well, that county has just called. They said that Biden won it initially, but now they've just called it for President Donald Trump. Hold on one second. I'm getting a call.
He said
Hello?
it's satire.
Pastor Jerome here. President Donald Trump. President Donald Trump. President Donald Trump, I'm so proud of you, sir. I'm just so happy that I've been in this country for years. I'm proud of you've been my president, sir. But I'm just angry right now.
This
I'm
is
upset
embarrassing.
about the way the media has been treating you. I'm upset about the DOJ, the FBI, the DNI, all of them. All of them been stabbing you in the back. All your friends have been stabbing you in the back, even Jesse Jackson. I want to just let... Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Whatever you want me to do, sir. I'm here for you. I'm at your service. Whatever you want me to do. But before you get into that, let me tell you something. I had a dream that you was going to call me. I had a dream. I dreamed about it, and I already know what you want me to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put together a team tonight, and we're going to be at those criminals' doors in the morning. I'm telling you, we're going to be there, and I'm not going to take no stuff from them. I'm not going to be like these weak people that's been serving you.
Oh, Lord Jesus, help us all.
Arizona. Maricopa says no. Arizona update is coming out. Jenna Ellis calls for impeachment. Praise God for what Ted Cruz just did.
Ted Cruz is the biggest bleep, bleep, bleep.
I'm Pastor Drone here. I'm so happy. I thank God for it. Ted Cruz, man. Ted Cruz just really blessed us. He just saved this country. He just helped us, folks. We are so blessed.
Wait.
Ted Cruz just really blessed us. He just saved this country. He just helped us, folks. We are so blessed. And I'm thankful for Ted Cruz. Let me put this on. Man, we are winning. We are winning. We have great and wonderful patriots in this country. Ted Cruz just blocked the Democrats. He just blocked this For the People Act garbage. I'm going to do another video and show y'all what was in the People Act. I think there was at least 7 dangerous things that was going to give the power of the government over to the Democrats. I broke that down for you. That video is now uploading. So he wrote Ted Cruz blocks Democrat Party's attempt to take over and ruin America's election. While you were sleeping, Senator Ted Cruz saved the...
He used the Gateway Pundit. That's the CNN of the right.
Oh, which, by the way, the For the People Act actually passed, so...
Can I just tell you that anyone who praises Ted Cruz is an absolute loser?
Oh, yeah. That's perfectly
Ted
fine.
Cruz called everyone at J6 Oh God, what did he call him? Terrorist.
He called him domestic terrorist.
Yeah, I can't with Ted Cruz. He lost all credibility with me.
The Taliban wants Biden to acknowledge them. Texas signs new voter bill into law. Larry Elder was attacked by white leftists.
He made this YouTube channel specifically when he was going to start campaigning.
Okay, so we're not going to see anything on here.
Exactly. The only thing is he created his Twitter in 2017. If he ain't got nothing from 2017,
Well, I can check that. Let's
that's
see.
a problem.
Jerome Davison.
Yeah, I want to see his old tweets. Like, how do people go back and see old tweets?
Dude, the only way I've done it is I've just sat there and I've scrolled because I was looking at someone running for assembly in California, and he's a complete BLM supporter, and he erased all of his stuff. And you can tell by their creation date, if you're posting every day now, you had to have posted something in 2017. Unless you erase stuff that you didn't want someone to see.
All right, so we're going to do until. So he created his account in 2017?
Yeah.
February 2017, yeah.
All right.
Oh, wait, okay. No to medical mandates. So one of us get a phone? No, give me the other half. Break it in half. Okay. He played for the Raiders.
I thought he played for the Rams.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you said former college football player and LA Rams player.
Oh, he's got a video of him running for the Rams.
Oh.
I mean, the Raiders. See, look. Guys, we're going to do this behind the scenes, unless you guys want to stay on here.
I'm fine. I'm just looking at this because...
Okay. I guess people are enjoying watching us research candidates, so have fun.
So I will tell everyone this is what I spend my time doing. Like if I have nothing else to do on my little farm, I like to look into people, but I like to see the consistency in them. And so far with this guy, I will tell you right now, I would not vote for him because he has yet to say something that is so important to me. And that's January 6th and the prisoners that we have in there locked up without any rights in this country.
That happened in 2020, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see.
So Jerome for Congress. We're gonna look.
Decertify now. They deleted info after the court ordered them to turn it over. Is not tampering with evidence.
What did he say?
He's talking about decertifying the election.
I love when people don't know the law. It's beautiful. From East Jerome, 2018.
Kathy Barnett.
Oh, that's why 2018. Do that one. January.
Illegal Joe calls Southerners Neanderthals. Share with 10 people.
He deleted a bunch of stuff.
He did?
Yeah, I can't pull anything back from.
Can't you go to the archive?
It depends if someone archived it.
Well, Twitter automatically does it.
Well, let's check.
Remember when John Legend's wife got fucked because she deleted all that fucking pedophile shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Twitter.com/Jerome.
I ain't no Trump supporter by any stretch of imagination, but these millions of magic votes popping in for Biden. Come on, son. Recount by hand.
Right.
Biden's daughter saying he molested her. How to spot a zombie. $50 Cent, he said he might leave America. Kim Klacik for Congress. Yeah, this guy was he's got zero. Like no one's even paying attention to him in 2020, and all of a sudden he's got all this support.
It's not on Wayback Machine Archive, no.
Wait, he just said earlier that he's not a Trump supporter. Was that just a picture of Trump in that wrestling
No,
thing?
that was Tariq Nasheed.
Oh.
He just reposted it.
Okay, so this guy's earliest tweet that I can see would have been, looks like it's going to be Christmas.
Mine stops at September 2020.
2020?
Yep. Doesn't go any further than that.
Let me see.
That's insane. How do you delete 3 years?
Hey, they have tools that let you do it now.
Really?
Yep.
So this is the only reason why someone's tweets wouldn't be there is if they, one, deleted them, which old tweets can be brought up, just like Tatum's wife and her crew did with Major Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Or unless they were sharing something that is contradictive to what their platform is now.
We are researching this candidate who now has all the support in the world from conservatives after he put out a extremely tone-deaf video about how he was scared of the KKK. Well, no, he wasn't scared of the KKK because his father had a rifle. How that translates into today is beyond me, but he did it.
I got nothing to say about this man.
Caleb, how far back have you found?
I am looking.
But so far, he has nothing to say about the Alphabet Mafia, January 6th, Pride Month, Decepticons reading to children, nothing. And everything is blanket statements.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like a bang-up politician. Oh, all right. 2021. So you're saying that you can see to 2020 on Twitter?
Yeah, that's all I can see. September 2020. Can't go any further.
But January 6th was January 6th of 2021, right?
Huh? January 6th? I thought it happened on 2020.
Because
actually, no. The election was November, so yeah, it was 2021. He didn't say anything about it. I'll go back up.
Yeah, as far back as I can see on my end, it's December 2021.
Yeah. I can't see December. I mean, I can see December, but when I went back and tried to refresh it, you just get September 2020.
It's crazy though that you're getting September because I can't get September. Let me see.
Follow him.
0901.
Let's see, November. Okay. Here's the election. December. I'm going to go to January 4th, January 8th. Nothing. You're looking at it. This is January 4th, 2021.
So I'm going to say that's
nothing
a no
about
vote.
January 6th. And then he stopped tweeting from January 10th until February 14th, where he retweeted something.
I'm going to say that he deleted those tweets, Suni.
Oh, he for sure deleted them. That's just a fact. There's no, like, they don't just up and disappear.
And he has nothing about January 6th on his YouTube either.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever. Let's go to his IG real quick. Throne for Congress. Let's see. Raider Nation.
That's also, I wouldn't recommend voting for him because he's a Raider. Anyone who supports losers, I just can't even.
So hell no. Nothing about the LGBTQ, just him running. That's it.
Of course.
And basic, very basic, bland talking points.
And you know what else I didn't see? Anything about Afghanistan.
Of course, he's in a photo with Tatum.
Oh, Lord.
Here we go. Not making this up. Boom.
Well, I know that Tatum supports candidates who aren't true conservatives. That's just the third one.
Was this like new?
Confirmed. Ketanji Brown Jackson is very evil and dangerous person, not because of the color of her skin, but her heart. She's an Aunt Jemima for the table of Democrats to serve up Antichrist, Marxism, biscuits against America. Her positions are anti-justice, anti-child, anti-humanity. I don't even agree with people going as hard as they did on her because she was well within the law of what she could do. I think people just don't like her because she's a Democrat. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, I don't like Ketanji because she did give shorter sentences on pedophiles. That's a problem.
Is that the preacher guy that everyone's talking about? He had an AR ad. Yes, that dude. He's a hot fucking mess.
Hot.
So I've talked about Ketanji before, and I think if we're being consistent, because when you look at on average, based off of the sentences from other federal justices for similar crimes, she actually falls pretty mainstream within the stats there. So I think if people are going to kind of call her out specifically for that, then all of the other conservative and liberal judges who are sentencing for what society is deeming less than.
What is that middle picture? Death to
Yes.
America. He's a Q supporter.
Where do you see Death to America?
Right there, that one with the 2020. That
True
came
Boss
from
on
Q.
that. Oh God. No, I didn't. For real?
Yep.
Oh Lord. He has nothing about gays anywhere on his fucking page, man.
So I think what solidified Ketanji for me is the fact that she couldn't say what a woman is.
That's fair. That is definitely fair, yeah.
Well, guys, I think there's a nail in the coffin on this guy. If you vote for him and you're in Arizona, I don't feel bad for you.
I want to pull up his FEC.
Where is his wife? Is he not married?
Oh.
What is that
why
ring
doesn't he
picture?
have
Scroll up all the way on the right there. What is that?
She said yes, another wedding, proud dad.
Another
What is
wedding?
granddaughter? My grandson LJ and I. Where the fuck is your wife at, bro?
Is that her? Right there?
My mom. Nope, that's her.
Oh,
That's,
bro. I
that's
bet
his
she's
mom.
divorced.
Oh, God.
A divorced pastor?
Oh,
Guarantee you
Lord.
he's divorced.
Hell no. To the no, no.
Or his
no.
wife is just
Hell to the
ugly
no.
and he doesn't want.
No, this man ain't got no ring on his finger. At least I don't see one.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he is divorced.
He would have shown
Click
his
that.
wife.
Yeah.
My baby girl. That's his
So
daughter.
he has what, 2-3 kids, and I'll see no wife. Dang.
Where is his wife?
Where is the nuclear family that
Thank
I hear so
you.
much about?
Caleb, pull up. I'm sitting out on the porch with just my cell phone. Can you pull up the FEC report, see if he's gotten anything from
Ooh.
Log Cabin?
Yeah, I'm already
Good.
looking now. Jerome Davidson
That's his
for
son.
Congress.
Okay. Or his daughter, I'm sorry.
It's the one government website that
On
is
my way to my daughter's wedding.
All right, let's take a look. So
Me and 3 of my daughters. My second daughter couldn't make it.
So he's got 4 daughters?
I guess. My baby, her mom, and stepdad. So he's not married to the mother. Bro.
he's not married, like at
Hey,
all.
look. Why is it always ratchet ass black people that black conservatives support, but they won't support the black conservatives that actually got a brain? Like,
This guy is
I don't get it.
No, all of his campaign donations are individuals.
See if Brandon Tatum donated.
Not that's been reported.
Yeah.
You could search for just that person.
Oh, Lord. He was a football player, so I ain't surprised that he got around. Papa was a rolling stone. I think that's what we got here. Wherever he laid his hat.
Is that his daughter or his granddaughter?
When he died. I don't know. He just said my clacky. My granddaughter. Okay, that's his granddaughter.
I was going to say, if he got a child that young and he ain't married, there's a huge problem.
Happy 7th.
So he's not married. Okay.
He's not married.
We got a divorced black conservative.
Wait, we can't even say he's divorced, though.
He's definitely
he probably
divorced.
was never married.
Oh, well, that'll just be.
It doesn't seem like he stands for anything. I'm saying this is 2017. Well, finally we get to 2017, so we get to see what he was really supporting.
WinRed is that Republican donation site, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't look like he supported BLM or anything like that.
That we know of.
What did he say right there?
Historical note, Trump to be remembered as a man who fought against the elite, the system, the establishment, the so-called enlightened ones, the media, Hollywood celebrities, Jay-Z, Gaga, Gugu, President Obama, his wife, the Clintons, the Republicans, the Democrats, the lies, the masses, in one.
The establishment city. He fought against the establishment.
Ishmael's redemption.
I don't like this guy.
I don't either.
He's very shady.
I don't either.
He's never held any
government position,
office.
Nothing.
Got no file. Let me see his filings.
The Broken Strong Man. Is that his book? A copy of my book, The Broken Strong Man. Okay.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did. All I can find is something saying that he is currently single. Guys, this is honestly how you do research. Straight up. This is how most people find information that they share with you. They have taken their time to read
Dig.
through all this stuff.
This
Okay, it
man
doesn't look
said,
like
I intend to expend personal funds by $0. He ain't put none of his own money into
the
this.
broken strong man.
God damn.
Okay. How a former NFL player survived infidelity and a divorce. Too often, stories of betrayed women are told. In The Broken Strong Man, Davison shares an aching honesty pain of being a betrayed man. In this situation, it's not only the husband who's deeply injured by such behavior, the children suffer
So
as
he's
well.
divorced, right?
He's divorced, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
With the love of Jesus.
But he's a pastor ministering to people about matrimony.
But he's not married. So how can you... Let me not say that, because Kevin Samuels wasn't married and he gave great advice.
Well, he was married and, like I said, got divorced.
I want to read the reviews on this. 23 rating. 23 ratings.
Yeah, this guy is for sure.
I purchased this book on my birthday, had an opportunity to finish. Shares his heartbreaking story of divorce. He provides great tips on how to deal with this. He also shares with us how he was able to heal and what he went through as a spouse who was cheated on.
I wonder what he's spending this money on. I'm curious. Let's see.
I feel that the author rushed through the final chapters, and even though references from the Bible were appreciated, the references turned into complete quotes near the end. It would have been good for him to offer insight.
Yo, he loves Starbucks. Jesus.
He is definitely not a conservative if he loves Starbucks.
Hey, listen, he got like almost 20.
She said he got a tell-all book. He a snitch. Don't trust him. I mean, hey, man. He stamped God on it. He said Jesus, and everyone said, oh, I love it.
Listen, all I know is this man lives off of Starbucks.
A man that did nothing to warrant his wife's infidelity. You told one side of the story, sir. People don't just go cheat.
Starbucks. Jesus, man, he loves this stuff. $15. I bet you that's one coffee. AT&T, Staples, Walmart, Vistaprint.
How come there's 0 people who gave it less than... This book is not that fucking good.
Most aren't.
So I could use some editing to correct spelling.
Oh, Lord.
You can tell, bro.
Making niggas look bad, man. Like we can't fucking read and write.
Oh. When he died. You don't have to have sex to be a cheater. Once you start hiding texts, lying about where you're going and who you're with, you're already on your way. So maybe we know a little bit about this.
Yo, his heart was hurting.
So she didn't even creep on you to get some Peter, bro. She was texting.
That's crazy.
Lord. I want to know what his wife has to say, because who knows if he's telling the truth. Well, that's it. He seems to be a pastor who was cheated on by his wife.
I haven't seen a picture of his church, though.
Yeah, I haven't either. Maybe he
bought himself a nice $300 suit. I see.
Yeah, I want to see this book
using campaign funds.
How come he doesn't talk about it now?
What's the title?
Strong Broken Man.
Strong Broken Man.
Jerome Davison. Tell it like it is.
Or is it men or man?
man.
Oh, the broken strong man. Okay. Let's see this.
Hold up.
Who the hell is this ex-wife?
Psh. He's conveniently left her name out.
This is what I don't understand. Make rifles great again. Oh Lord. Oh wait,
What?
Jerome Davis for Congress. Okay, so he's got a completely different YouTube.
Make
this.
rifles great again. Okay.
Yes. Internet Bill of Rights. Okay, we did it as far as I can go back into his personal life. It's not much I can find. Outside of the
he
fact that
deleted
he's not
everything.
married. Doesn't look like he supported BLM, which I'm not gonna complain about.
But he does have a bunch of deleted tweets.
He does have a bunch of deleted
2021. And 2020, it only goes back. George Floyd died in June of 2020. And conveniently, his tweets only go back to September of 2020. So we don't know where he stands with BLM.
Well, you know for sure he was one of the people out there in the streets. Like George Floyd, he ain't do nothing.
Didn't do nothing. I'm gonna watch this and I'm gonna hop off, y'all. I can't find anything about his kids. He posted his kids. I'm not worried about his kids. That's his personal business.
Yeah, I'm not into his kids. I'm into the ex-wife, what she has to say.
It's internet censorship. Millions of people are being purged from the internet for no good reason at all. Our elected officials have been ignoring this major issue for a long time. They think
they know it's not their job.
Or private corporations that they can do whatever they want.
Yes.
If we don't like it, we should start our own thing.
Yeah, you should.
That is a totally misguided approach because these tech titans are richer and more powerful than any company in the history of the world. They operate in every country. They have the power to make or break most businesses, to swing elections, and even start wars. We cannot allow them to separate and divide us any longer. We need to level the playing field. It's time to call these social media companies what they are: public utilities. Public utilities are companies that operate at a monopoly scale because they offer services that we cannot live without. In the same way, you cannot run a business, a nonprofit, or a political campaign without electricity or a telephone. You can't run any of those things without social media in 2022. Social media is the modern day public square. It is access to the market, and it is the keys to power. Barack Obama got elected because of social media. Donald Trump got elected because of social media. That's why the establishment spent the last 6 years doing everything they can to censor those who question them. Whether it is Russiagate, COVID, Ukraine, or January 6th, they will use any excuse they can to consolidate power and to shut off anyone who opposes them. That's why we need to come together as Americans and put our foot down before it's too late. Enough is enough. The power company can't cut off your power because they don't like your politics. The phone company cannot cut off your telephone because they don't like your politics. So the social media companies should not be able to cancel you because they don't like your politics. They need to be legally classified as public utilities, and we need to pass an Internet Bill of Rights, one that firmly establishes our First Amendment rights into the realm of cyberspace, where we now live most of our lives. This is not North Korea. This is not China. This is the United States of America. And in this country, our right to free speech is not optional. I'm Jerome Davison. I'm running to be your next congressman. I promise to fight tech tyranny every day and to bring freedom back.
By doing what? You're not saying how you're going to get it done.
Apparently imposing socialism. He's talking about making the internet, making social media companies, private companies, a public utility, forcing them. Look, bro.
I have a question. Isn't that what they do in China?
Yes. There is no Facebook owns this. It's we own this. AKA the government owns this. Yo, this is crazy. I mean, not crazy. I
need to classify
caught on to this because he
public
just seemed
utilities. What? Who has control of the public? The fucking state and the Fed, which we're already fighting. I can't.
Yo, he's sitting
can't, bro. We need an internet bill to prevent destruction of democracy.
Boom. Democrat.
Great data clawback. Surveillance capitalism is out of control. Every phone call we make, every message we send is recorded and mined for advertising. Data to sell. Smartphones can track GPS locations, and it's not just big tech doing shady with our data. Banks, insurance.
I'm out of here.
Go ahead.
I'm out here falling asleep.
So we don't need an internet bill.
Great call. Great research. I appreciate it.
Well, that one video just totally took us on a rabbit hole.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And uncovered some things. But I would just encourage anyone watching this that this is what needs to be done for any candidate that you vote for. You really have to look into them because sometimes they look nice. But then when you dive deeper, you know, what was that? The reading rainbow, the more you know.
Yeah. Overheard at WEF. We now have the ability to hack human beings. Yeah, I'm gonna read this stuff. So if I find anything, I will let you guys know.
I'm gonna look in his FEC reports. So if you hop on live on IG, I'll be there.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you later.
See you guys.